That is some poor quality. What is going on there? We're experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. How's that? Is that better? Oh, there's an annoying flicker again. What is up with this flicker? I need new lights. Wow, that's one way to start a live stream. Hello, and welcome back to CutTheKragle. If you're here for some professional quality style live streaming, you might be in the wrong place, as evidenced by I just knocked the light. Evidenced by that opening. I haven't live streamed directly to YouTube since my very first live stream, and I couldn't really remember how to do it. I've been using StreamYard for too long now. But seeing as it was just me and the missus going to be building this, I figured, hey, no need for StreamYard. We'll do it straight for YouTube. And yeah, it would have helped if I'd actually remembered how to do that and how to set everything up first. But you got anything you want to say?
I see dead people says, "Uh-oh, the box is upside down."
Is it because the camera's upside down or something?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait. Oh my.
Hold on a second.
Wait. There is a way around this. I feel. You might just get a shot of my belly.
Your belly.
Oh.
Oh, that's going towards us. That's fine. Keep moving. Nope, wrong way. Wrong way. Other way. You're going the wrong way.
What way do you want me to go?
1 second. No, you're going the right way first of all.
Wait! This is outrageous! Can't we just get everyone to flip their phones or laptops the other way around? That'd be easy. Oh, no, now it's falling.
Oh, no, don't fall.
Wait,
Don't fall. Hold on a second.
Should we turn this stream off and start again?
Hold on a second. Okay, you need to turn it around then.
And how am I supposed to do that?
How did we do it last time?
What is your brain? Your plan? I don't know. Your brain?
No, is it? No. Can you turn that bit around?
Can I turn this bit round?
Yeah. Ooh, don't.
I don't know. Oh my word. Wait a sec.
You get a close up of Kragle's hand.
What a beautiful hand it is.
Fascinating.
Is that the right way now?
That looks.
What even is this stream? We should just give up now.
Oh, this is terrible.
Oh, what are you doing? I had it right then. You moved it.
I was trying to make sure it didn't fall.
Woman, what are you doing?
Oh,
I haven't even said hello to anyone yet. This is what? It wants to go that way now. It's going its own way. It's rebelling. It's resisting. Oh my god. What have I done? This is all your fault. You said to go that way.
Okay.
You are about to witness the breakup of a relationship live on a stream.
That needs to type.
Oh, I give up. Can I just say hello to people?
Yeah.
This is like the worst stream ever. I can't even see a live chat now because your boobs are in the way.
Sorry.
Are you about to show my face then?
No.
I don't think anyone wants to see my face. Alright. Is that...
No.
What
okay,
is
okay. I'm going to cover the mic. Cover that up a second.
Do you want to take it off and put it on? Yeah. Okay. I can still hear you, by the way.
I know they can. Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to CutTheKragle.
Don't mind us messing around.
Is that fixed?
I think so.
I don't know.
No.
It's upside down again! What did you do, woman?
Okay.
Okay. Right. It's your birthday this week.
I know.
You're turning the big 3-0.
I know.
I just told the whole world that as well.
It's okay. I'm old. It's fine.
Right. Is that the right way?
Yeah. Can you twist the legs round?
Twist the legs
So
round.
that one goes like that. No, that one over here.
Oh my god.
Okay.
This is not what I thought I was been doing on a live stream on a Monday evening.
Okay.
Right.
Is that the right way?
I think that's the right way.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it's a good setup, but it's the right way. Let's move it a bit over here. Oh my word. Wow. Oh my god.
Oh, we got there.
I want to give up now. I'm exhausted. I haven't got enough energy to build a Lego set. Wow. Oh, what is going on? Okay, let's have a look. Let's see who's here. So we have... I got to lean over you now. Get your boob out the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We have...
Squidging my boobs.
That's my job. We have Stendhal N, Tuscan Productions, Unknown Romanian Collector even, I can't speak. Icaro Martins Scamana, I think.
Caro? Is it a Caro?
I don't know. 501st Bricks, Christopher Mitz, Simon, Andy Yu, Brixel Pixel, I love that name. Will Harper, Seth Bland, Icy Deadpool 35, Pierre Mack, Proud Brickfoot, and have I missed anyone else? Doc Sampson,
Evan.
and Evan Patterson. So yeah. And you probably lost all of them now after that opening. My word, what was that? This has been the most disastrous live stream ever. We are building Jabba's palace. Where the hell is the camera? There's yeah, this set from 2012. Wow. Should we start over? We got well, Stina, got a few happy birthdays here.
Aw, thank you guys. No, again.
Yes, it's your birthday this week. I won't say exactly what day. The giveaway. I've given away your age, which I forgot to dim into.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had this great intro planned when I was going to talk about this set, why it was important to me, how I got it. That's just gone flying right out the window right now.
We believe Icy Dead people. They told us the camera was upside down.
Yeah, but if they hadn't, can you imagine if we did the whole live stream upside down? I mean, because of the way YouTube does the streaming, it's already like mirror image, which is confusing. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever streamed directly with YouTube before, but it does this weird thing where it flips the image, so everything's the opposite. I have no idea why it does that. What is the benefit to that? Anyone? No?
No, because like this side, I'm going on the right-hand side at the moment.
Yeah.
But on that screen,
I reckon they're seeing it the correct way. It's just us as the streamer sees it flipped for some reason.
Don't know why we see it flipped.
I don't know. Right, let's try and regain some composure and some dignity here.
Well, Will said it's fine now, not flipped at all.
Okay, that's
Thank you,
good.
Will.
Okay, thank you, Will. This is the 2012 Jabba's Palace Lego Star Wars set 9516. It contains Lego pieces. I don't know how many. Anyway, but yeah, this is a set that I got really because of my good friend. Well, is he a good friend or is he just a friend?
He's a good friend because you have quite a lot of banter going on between you two.
Is that the sign of a good friendship? I don't know. My friend Chris over at Brickinet. This is his like favorite set in the world, I think. His favorite Star Wars film is Return of the Jedi, and yes, your favorite as well.
It is my favorite.
And he's been showing this set off since I've met the guy. Not that I've actually met him really, but anyway, we digress. And yeah, this set just grew on me, and I decided I wanted it. I think it's a really cool set. It has like one of the best selection of characters. I say characters because it's not really all minifigures. I mean, Jabba's clearly bigger than a minifig. Salacious Crumb is smaller. That's more brick built, and that's just one piece Hannon Carbonite. But, you know, to get all those in this set, I'm not expecting the build to be that difficult. Famous last words. But I still think this is going to be a really cool display piece. Before anyone asks, no, I've not got the Rancor Pit to go underneath it like Chris has. I don't think I'm going to bother, to be honest with you. I'm not that interested in that. This is the main draw for me.
But Will says got to get the Rancor Pit in the cantina now.
I don't want this stinky cantina. I mean, no one did.
You have no space for the cantina.
I have no space for this. I mean,
We'll
right now
space.
you can't see, but I'm like in a box right now, like just Lego on all sides, and then Mrs Kragle just jammed in right next to me, you know. But yeah, so without any further ado, should we just get stuck in and start building this? I probably should say that if you want to see me get this set, if you know you're into that, I did a whole video recently about it. How do I open this one? This looks really weird. It's got like a door.
Is it one of those? Get a knife, by the way. Is it one of the flip ones? Really?
I don't know. This is why did we not plan any of the stuff out beforehand?
Because we didn't plan ahead.
How would you? It's not got punch tabs.
No.
It's not got tape.
It's got this tear thing here, but I think it is literally that. But
Is it?
The cardboard you gotta pull up.
Are you sure?
Hey, Chris is in the chat.
Oh no! Not Mr. Brick in it. Hello, Chris. This is your fault. Everything that transpires now happens because of you. Dear me, I can't. I'm just destroying the box here.
Oh dear.
I don't feel like this was a good idea.
Just go with it and rip it off like a sticker.
I paid extra to have this mint in box, and you're just making me like destroy it. That is not help. That is just shredded the inside of this.
Oh my god. Proud Brickfoot and Simon said you missed the best opening ever to Chris. Oh, thank you, Chris. Said happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Apparently you can't actually use the whole thing because it's copyrighted.
No. You have to do was it Cliff Richard?
They paid less for the Cliff Richard one in Frankie and Benny's, didn't they? I'm giving up on this box. Should we just end this live stream now? I've just shredded the inside of it, haven't I?
No, you're fine.
I am fine, am I?
Fine. Yeah, look here.
Like Rambo. Not that Rambo's ever opened a Lego set. Well, you know, he might have done.
Get that white tab bit.
Really? Do you think so? Because I thought I was just going to leave that there. I'm so glad you're here to tell me these things. Oh my god.
Chris asks, what did he miss?
Everything. This is not the correct way to open this box.
Yeah. What glue is it you make? Oh my god.
What have you had me do?
Oh my god. What is this glue made of? This one here. That white tab.
Oh my god, I'm going to cry. I want to build Lego, that's all.
Lego? You're in.
Right, we're in, are we?
Yeah, don't knock everything.
Don't. Why are you having a go at me, woman? Oh my god, the abuse. Now you guys see what I have to live with. This is still stuck. How are these still stuck? They're like the cockroaches of Lego glue.
Oh my god.
Don't you know who I am? I am the infamous CutTheKragle.
You defeated by glue.
I don't defeat by you.
Okay.
I defeated the crazy glue at the Medusa Cascade. I'm pretty sure that was not the correct way to open a set.
Camera.
What? It's fine.
You knocked it.
I didn't knock the camera. This is bizarre. Okay. Is there actually any instructions in here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow, they're on cardboard.
That's what happens to the Pirates Caribbean ones, remember?
Yeah, this was not the correct way to open this. I don't know what you've had me do.
I'm pretty sure it is. Look how the box is laid out.
Ask Chris. Chris, was this the correct way to open this? He's not answering me. Can we just take all these out? Come on, let's put that down.
Oh, you can just wait. Okay.
This is the worst live stream in the history of live streams.
Oh, God.
You're not. What are you doing? Why are you shoving it in your own face?
Because I'm trying to.
Don't put it in your face. Put it behind you. There you go. Okay. Nope. Hi and welcome back to Cut. We've lost like 7 subscribers, I think, just as we started the stream. Oh my god. Right, okay.
We could actually start building.
I'm going to start building. Do you want to look after the chat? Do you want to say hello to a few people?
Yes.
If you've got any questions, you can ask them. I don't know if I'm going to answer them because at the moment I seem to be massive. I see, I can't even speak. Yeah. Ask questions, distract me from my failures.
Proud Brickfoot said old school allowed you to use the box to store open bags while building. Nifty.
Ooh.
So it was the right way to open the box.
Oh, why did you do that? Why never tell a woman she's right? Oh my god.
I'll hold it against him for the rest of the evening.
The rest of the evening? Try the rest of my life? Wow. Is it really bad, the flicker, by the way? It looks so bad.
I wonder if I turn this one off.
No. I turn this one off. No. It's a combination of the two, I think. I feel like the lights are on the way out.
What about if I bring this light down?
What if I do something with this that does nothing?
No, I'm trying to... Oh, ow. Helps if I hold
this is this the real life? Is just this Kraggle stream caught in a landslide? No escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
Now it's a singing stream.
I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy. Easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Has anyone else just left the stream now?
Chris's Law just watched the intro when the belly reveal.
Did I actually reveal my belly? Oh, belly's gonna get ya.
I think I probably saw your cool little t-shirt.
Well, my Terminator one. Yeah.
I get you that one.
You did get me this one.
I get a lot of geeky t-shirts.
Is Terminator? Well, I guess Terminator's geeky, yeah. Jabba should be in this. Is he in a separate bag by himself?
Yes, he is.
Oh no. So
Kragle gone crazy. Have you gone crazy?
I don't know. I didn't lose my mind. It was mine to give away.
Sir Brickalot is there. Oh, I need to get
Sir
Jabba.
Brickalot, hello.
We need to get Jabba.
Seth Bland says you're deaf getting hit with that copyright. You've got Freddie's angelic voice down. Wow. How dare Greg stream at the same time?
Greg streaming?
What, Brick Attack Greg?
How rude, Greg.
How they would.
Okay, I'm
Clearly, no. If you stream, you have the exclusive rights to that particular time. Not
Is that all you
really.
need from Jabba?
I think so. I think so.
I need to get that box corner down. Oh, these boxes are really hard. There it goes. Lol, but you can Michael Jackson.
Yeah, in all fairness though, if you want a impression of Jabba when he's being erotic asphyxiated, then Chris is your man.
That is true.
That is also true. So yeah, let us know if you have any questions for me or Mrs Kragle. She is turning... I've already said it now.
You've already said it. It's
I'm sorry.
I'm
Well,
getting old.
She's turning the big 3-0 this week. So, you know, if you have any questions for her, you know, what it's like her last week of being young.
Being young, oh dear.
Yeah. I've already arranged with the dealership to turn you in for a part exchange for a younger model next week.
The rudeness. I tell you. Well, the problem is that I practiced that.
Yeah, he practiced the whole thing with the tongue thing with Jabba in the mirror.
I just think Steph was impressed with that one.
I was impressed.
That was brilliant.
I don't know if if he was practicing that to get in with the ladies, but he sure would have got in with me. I was very impressed. Ho 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 ho. Jabba the Hutt is Santa Claus confirmed.
Seth Bland goes, how do you feel about painting Lego? Happy birthday, aging like a fine wine, I'm sure.
Oh,
thank
I don't
you.
like wine. I like gin. Don't like gin either.
Oh god, I love that advert. You painted
when I first built some minifigures in the Creator Minifig at the Lego store, they didn't have a part in the colour I wanted, so I actually painted that, didn't I? Before I realised that it apparently is a big taboo in the Lego.
Yeah, wasn't that your custom Jon Snow you did, and the hair gets sticking to the head?
Yeah, I used Warhammer paint, didn't I?
Yeah.
We went to the Games Workshop, but I think it was still called Games Workshop then.
Yeah, I think it was probably one of the last years it was before it went to Warhammer.
Yeah. But...
Chris goes, yeah, Kragle, I used to wear the bikini too.
Oh! Ho 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 ho. Yate, yate, yato. Goodness gracious me. There's my favourite character. Not really, but I still... Yeah. That was that.
Yeah, it gets really confusing because I did this with Mario.
It's Boushh.
It's not going to be in focus because...
Doesn't it autofocus?
I don't think it does. I think you have to manually focus.
Oh well, you get the idea.
Brits and Pieces says, hello there.
General Kenobi. Used to that all the time now. It's like so overused.
Oh,
this is the original Chewbacca mold. I prefer this one.
The not so scary one.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like is they didn't paint his eyes, so he looks blind. But oh my god, this is so bizarre because it's like, how bizarre! Ding 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 ding. I swear this had like an autofocus feature, like if you waved your hand, it autofocused.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah, the new one, it looks more like something out of Planet of the Apes than a Wookiee.
Better than the Ewoks.
Oh, the Ewoks on Disney Plus with the freaky eyes. Yeah, that's not good.
No, I did actually play Ewok Hunt the other day, didn't I? On Battlefront 2.
501st Brooks says, love the new Crackle's Den video today. Oh, thank you.
Ooh.
You know, some videos, they're completed, others are abandoned, and that one was kind of abandoned. I was so gutted I cut through that one figure. You don't think I did? You reckon it came like that?
I think it came out that way.
I don't know. I feel like...
It's only minor, anyway.
Only minor?
It's only minor, yeah. Porgs rule, Ewoks suck. Yes. Porgs are better than the Ewoks, Kragle.
Porgs are better than Ewoks?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really disagree. I hate Last Jedi, but I didn't mind the Porgs.
I have an Ewok, but it's the Forces of Destiny.
Although I would have ate that Porg. You know, you've already killed it, you've skinned it, you've, like, cooked it. You might as well just, you know...
It's so cute. You can't eat the Porg.
I wonder what, like, Greg's chickens think when they look through the window and they see him eating, like, is it Chick-fil-A they have over there? Or something like that?
Some chicken thing.
Ho, 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 ho.
That's your first Jabba the Hutt figure, isn't it?
Yeah. It's quite cool.
Tuscans are the cutest things in Star Wars.
Tuscans? What?
I wouldn't say they're the cutest.
Is the flicker really bad? It's doing my head in. Every time I look over. I don't know. How did we get rid of it last time? I think we got rid of it last time. I think we just did like an anti-flicker dance.
No.
Maybe? I don't know.
Definitely the best Jabba as well. That's what Chris says.
What, the best Jabba figure?
Hmm?
Yeah. I mean, is this the same one that comes with the Sail Bard set?
Yes, definitely won't work. I should turn the light off. We tried doing that. It didn't work.
Should we just turn them all off?
I want to use them. Well, that's actually quite cool.
Should
we do that?
How do people think about that? Like mood lighting.
Mood lighting.
You can leave your hat on. Do 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 do. You can leave your hat on. Well, I can't see what I'm building now.
Yeah, it's the same one. Then the other one is the unpainted one.
Oh.
Ooh. Building one of the best.
Did we answer the question about painted minifigs? I can't remember.
Yeah, you said you did the.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it now, but
no,
I have done it before.
You did Sharpie Ramona's hair.
Oh, for the Lego Ideas one, yeah, that didn't come out great. That was just like a proof of concept, though. I wasn't like really meant to. I mean, the thing is, you do whatever you want. I don't feel like you should bend to what other people. I mean, to give you an example, I had to delete this one guy. He commented like 8 times on my recent arcade mock video, tell me I need to do this, do that. And the first one I replied to, so like, hey, I have some plans to do, I think one of the things he said, but generally, yeah, I'm not going to be looking to do that. And then he was like, you need to do this, you need to do that, you have to do that. You cannot do an arcade mock and not do this. And I was like, whoa, this is like my project. It's going to be on display in my house. Yeah, so, you know, like, chill your beans. And he just kept on, so I ended up blocking him and deleting all his comments.
I suggest we say, oh, that looks awesome, keep the mood lighting.
Keep the mood lighting. I don't know, everyone put a Y in the chat if you think we should keep this mood lighting. Or an N if you think we should turn on the other lights and have the flicker.
Tuscan Productions is trying to do a 501st style campaign for Tuscan Raider Battle Pack.
Oh, okay. I mean, there was that Tatooine battle pack that had a Jawa, a Tuscan Raider. Was it like a 2 droids or something? Or?
Oh, hey, Shy. He said yes, by the way. Why? Loads of people are going why, so keep the mood lighting.
Keep the mood lighting.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in like... Wow.
Oh, my God.
Oh, dear.
Shy goes, hey, fam, hey, everyone, can't I walk in my route?
Ah, that's crazy, the time difference. Oh, no. Wait, is that meant to be just loose in there? The stud for, like, the spider brain thing. The B'omarr Monk or something? I remember in the old Expanded Universe, there was a story about this, and it was basically someone who fell foul of Jabba, and basically they had, as punishment, they took the guy's brain out of his body and put it in this and he walked around like Jabba's palace, basically, knowing that he had no body. But when Jabba died, then he basically sort of roamed the empty palace by himself, apparently laughing at Jabba.
Chris says, yeah, it is Kragle. So
Okay.
it's better.
Woo! Reach the lasers. This is like such a high quality live
We
stream.
do need to get some
We've got no lights. We spent like 45 minutes accurate to get the box the right way around.
Oh
Is this the content you subscribe for? Are you not entertained?
my god.
Shall I start singing again?
Message.
Do we get any more questions? Or just
Um,
confused statements?
everyone's talking. Victor Perez goes, have to go to the store. Sorry, goodbye.
Oh,
Bye.
thanks for dropping by. What store are you going to? Pick me up some
I'm guessing
lemons.
it's Lego store, maybe.
Ooh.
We
Oh,
can
well,
go
Lego
to the
store's
Lego store.
closed. We can go.
We can't even buy Lego.
The thing is,
in
I
the
can't
store.
even see what colour these pieces are now.
Turn the light on briefly.
I mean, you can change the light of the LEDs.
Yeah, should we do white? Is that better?
That's a bit better.
Is that better?
What do people think of that? I think that's a bit better. I can actually see the colours now.
Chris goes, will you buy the Rancor Pit next?
No! Never!
No, he's not.
I don't like the Rancor Pit, to be honest with you. It is a smelly set.
Five First Breaks, how did you all enjoy WandaVision?
I'm really enjoying it. I don't get the hate, but then I often don't get when people hate on stuff. I mean, I don't know how many of you have seen the new Wonder Woman film, 84, but I didn't get the hate for that. I certainly got the criticism that it is overly long and it's very slow. You have this really cool, like, opening 10 minutes, and then the film, like, just takes forever to get back into the action. But I didn't think it was a bad film.
No, I didn't think it was a bad film. It was a comic fan.
I swear I'm missing a piece.
What are you missing?
That.
What's that?
That.
That is
It's like that.
that there.
Oh. How did you find that so quickly?
I just saw it. Chris goes, WandaVision is great. Tuscan Productions, the show is getting hated because people don't get it.
Yeah,
That's
I find a
true.
lot of people about that. They're like, I don't get it. You don't have to get something straight away. Like, I like being confused and intrigued by something, but
I think it's brilliant.
a lot of people, I feel, are just like, like someone was calling it sexist. They were like, they were calling it like a step back because it's obviously playing homage to the old style sitcoms, you know, in the first two episodes anyway, from the 1950s and the 60s, where it was kind of like housewife and man goes to work, kind of like, you know, stereotype. But they were playing homage to almost a subgenre, you know. So people who feel like they were trying to, you know, push some sort of like stay-at-home housewife agenda, I think are just daft.
Mhm.
I'm really intrigued by it. The last episode was fantastic as
Oh,
well.
it was.
It's also given, I mean, I knew Paul Bettany could do comedy anyway, but it's given Elizabeth Olsen a chance to show off her comedic chops as well, so, which is really cool, because I don't think I've ever seen her in a comedy before.
Can you move that forward a little bit? Because it cuts
Oh.
off. I did that with Mario.
Do you know what's really weird? That looks like, that's the darker tan. That looks like the lighter tan there. In the older manuals, the colours are always skewy.
It happened with the Black Film, wasn't it? It was like,
Well, the different browns.
Oh, God,
yeah.
let's see. My dad quit WandaVision within 5 minutes.
What? 5 minutes?
We
Did you
watched
get
it back to
past
back.
like the opening credits?
Are you going to get the new Ghost Rider set?
Probably not now.
We've already got a Ghost Rider. haven't we?
Yeah, this is the one with. He's more really Ghost Driver. He has the car.
Yeah.
His face print looks really weird. It looks like the robot from Lego Movie 2.
Elusive goes, hi, love your videos.
Oh, thank you very much.
I think Tuscan Productions really wants this Tuscan Battle Pack. So vote Tuscan Battle Pack for a WandaVision.
I don't think
window.
you really need a Tuscan Battle Pack. You can easily get them in like what they were in the Microfighter set. So
Proud Brickfoot, I like that name. My cuddle blindness senses are tingling lol. It's so easy because the lights flicker.
Do we
too
really
much.
think this is better than when we had the lights on? I don't know.
It's really good, I think.
This is like the worst production values on a live stream ever.
It's like trying to do a live stream in a power cut.
Don't jinx it. Like, if you how could you do a live stream in a power cut? Because the laptop would go down.
Well,
The router would go down.
The router would. You just get to your mobile data.
Oh. You've got an answer for everything, haven't you?
No. Fire first says, since my dad quit One Division, me and him have started watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as I hadn't seen it and he's only seen parts of it. Just got to the Hydra episode. Stopped a long time ago.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I thought was terrible. And then my friend was like, oh, season 2 is so much better. Get back into it. So we persevered and we got into series 2. And series 2 was fantastic. But it ended on a bit of a bum note. And I started season 3 and it was just like back to season 1 again. So I just didn't bother. The thing is, it's pretty much been retconned from Marvel continuity in the sense that they completely ignore it, which they were doing when it was live. It was like the films could affect what happened in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but as far as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. have any impact on what happened in the films, it was just like, nah.
Hey, Private goes, no, not your video. I was referring to the kit roll.
Huh? But what?
The colour blindness sensors, the tingling, that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, probably with like the manual.
Yeah. Elusa goes, what's your fave set?
Oh my God. That question.
The Firehouse.
Yeah, probably.
It's been on the display since we've moved in, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Got the like and everything.
I mean, I will admit that one has a little bit of an unfair advantage because I'm such a massive Ghostbusters fan.
And it is a pretty cool
Like, I've
set.
never had a Ghostbusters Dark Age at all, so... And it is a superb set, and then we got the light kit as well, which enhances it further.
Yeah, the light kit was painful to fit, though. I had to take it apart to put it in. I'm like, oh.
We did it together. Yeah.
Apart from the fiddly bits, you got me to do them. Because of my small hands.
Yeah, because you've got tiny hands.
We got someone actually called Hello There. Yeah, she's called Hello There. See? He-Man.
Is that like one of the most overused memes now? I don't know.
Never gets old.
It never gets old.
Nope.
Never. That is a bold claim, my woman.
And we got Anton Ihili. He says hello. And then also, do you have Disney Plus? Yeah.
Yes, we have Disney Plus. That's how we watched One Division and Mandalorian.
Oh, Mandalorian. Oof. One Greg 7 said, do you think this scene will ever get remade? As in
the set, Jabba's Palace? No. Well, I wouldn't say never, but not anytime soon because there was so much controversy over this. Apparently, if you don't know, this set was discontinued, or I don't know. There's controversy around this set because apparently it looks a bit like a mosque. I myself don't see that at all. You know, and I've been to mosques, and I have friends who are Muslim. Not that I've actually asked them what they think about it, but maybe I could. But yeah, I don't see it. I mean, definitely the Jabba's Palace in the film, like all the buildings on Tatooine, I think, take inspiration from Middle Eastern architecture to some extent. But yeah, I wouldn't have said it was a mosque. I think people thought that like it was like an anti-Islamic statement by having the bad guy in what they perceived to be something that looked like a mosque, but no, it was just a set based on the movie, you know? I feel like it was just... And it was one of those things where I haven't read up enough about it, but from what someone was telling me, it wasn't even like, Islamic groups coming out and protesting against it. It was, the usual people who would just try and make cause, problems. Like, no real Islamic group come out and said, hey, we're offended by this. It was other people saying that they were offended, so... Yeah, it is what it is, but because of that, I don't think this is going to get remade anytime soon.
Sadly not.
This wasn't the first Jabba's Palace anyway, so...
Isn't it the second one?
It was the second or third, I believe. I know there's definitely one more that was kind of like a Rancor Pit and Jabba's Palace in one. Yeah.
Seth Bland has a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been stuck on the toilet with no paper?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you use the free seashells.
Watch it. Watch his latest video, then you know what he means.
You should really know what I mean anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't work.
One Greg said, I'd like a new frozen hand piece. As in hand and carbonite.
Yeah.
It needs a new hair piece.
This is where me and Ryan disagree on this, because he says it's fine because when he goes into carbonite, his hair's kind of slipped back anyway. But to me, it's not just slicked back. It has like the parting that the old hand hairpiece has. It just doesn't make sense to have the new hand with the more accurate hairpiece turn into the old style hairpiece when he's frozen in carbonite. I mean, he's right in the sense that even as a kid, I never thought that the mold they used for Han in carbonite looked anything like Harrison Ford. But you know.
Question from ICD People 85. What is your favourite colour? Question for the both of you.
Is this going to lead to a Monty Python style line of questioning?
What is your favourite colour?
Blue. No. Ah!
Oh, I love
Mine's probably blue.
Mine's red.
Sometimes green, depends on the context. Yours used to be green.
Yeah, it used to be green, then I just love red.
Yeah.
So much we've painted our living room red.
Yes. Generally, though, you like autumny colours. I think that's kind of...
Yeah, I do love autumny colours. Because I'm born in the winter, that's different. Yeah.
Born... No, this doesn't work. I was going to say born in the USA, but that doesn't work.
No. Born in England? No. What are you missing?
Nothing. I'm colourblind, apparently. I actually am not. I've had the test. I'm actually not colourblind, but in this lighting with this manual...
Lana Sweet says, "Hey Kragle, just wanted to stop by and say hello to you and the missus."
Hello!
Hey, someone gets it.
Someone got it today.
Probably for this Holy Grail. Space-Time Brick Studio, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
What do you mean, an African or European swallow? I don't know that. There are some that call me Tim. If anyone actually, I don't know if any of you have seen it. I recently did a collection video of every single minifigure I own of characters from the Mandalorian TV show. And there's a Monty Python reference in there. And no one's commented on it yet. Apart from you. You just crack up every time you see it.
I do. So
like when I was editing the video, you just kept on crying all the time.
As soon as the kitchen actors come in and stop and listen and just watch you do it, I'm like, it was funny. It cracked me up.
It cracks you up.
That's just where you put it on.
It was just an idea I had, and I liked it, so I went with it.
Oh dear. Tuscan Productions still wants that battle pack.
Oh my god. Are they spamming? No spamming, please. Let's not do that.
Be careful. I have the power of Kragle's YouTube right here. I can ban you.
Yeah, there's a couple of mods that looks like. I have the power!
Yeah, we got Icy Dead People's mod.
Bricking
Chris, I don't know if he's still here or if he's disappeared.
He best not have left. He's got to stay here for the duration of the stream since it's his fault that I bought this set. Okay, I've got a question for the chat. What is your favourite Star Wars film and why? Do you want to get things wrong by telling everyone what your favourite Star Wars film is and why?
Return of the Jedi. Because it's the best film.
You can't just go because it's the best film.
I know, because it's like...
That's not a reason.
It is a valid reason.
Wow.
Mainly because obviously it's the grand finale to the trilogy. And you do get to see the whole... Apart from the whole that bit definitely no. When Luke manages to turn his father back to the good side.
Oh, you mean when, from the Blu-ray onwards, they added in Vader going, no!
Also on the Disney Plus version, sadly.
Yeah, the ones on Disney Plus are the Blu-ray versions. See, I grew up mainly with the 90s special editions, so I don't really mind those, but some of the subsequent changes they made in the DVDs and in the Blu-ray are just dreadful. And that bit with them adding no on the bit when Vader kills the Emperor is definitely up there as one of the worst things they've done.
Okay, so Tuscan Productions says Clone Wars animated TV film. I guess I'm seeing.
Oh god.
Warren Greg 7 said episode 3.
Revenge of the Sith. They're not saying why.
Nope.
No, you gotta say why.
I've only seen the originals. I have no favourite.
Oh.
Fair play. Anton Elise says episode 3. I'm probably butchering your name. Sorry. And he goes, "I'll never take that back." Oh, he said to Tuscan Productions that Tuscan Battle Pack would be pretty lame. Oh,
okay. We're having a war now in the comments in the live chat.
Then Tuscan Productions says best Star Wars film is Rogue One. Actually,
I really love Rogue One. It's definitely up there. If we're including the other films, I mean, I was just thinking of just the saga films. But if we're including the other films, Rogue One is definitely up there.
At least it goes Rogue One reading Darth Vader's sick moments in the film. Just that scene, that one.
The whole
scene.
film is good. I remember when it first came out, a lot of people were like hating, like, going, "Oh well, they did Force Awakens really good, but now they've ruined this one." But now, I think it's almost unanimously praised.
Right.
Yeah, I can't speak.
Disney Productions goes, Rogue One is the best because it fits within the universe. It has character building and good plot. Yes.
I'd say it's definitely the best one that Disney have made.
And it has K9.
I mean, I used to say Force Awakens, but Force Awakens has been tainted by what comes afterwards. It's kind of like taken away from it.
Five first. Episode 9. I know I have multiple hitmen on me after this. I actually like Palpatine's return. The end of Kylo's arc is perfect, and the final battle is just epic.
Well, having Palpatine come back undermines the whole story of Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker. And the way he dies makes zero sense. I mean, literally all Rey does is what Mace Windu did to him in episode 3, but somehow there's enough to kill him. It also doesn't explain how he can't just hop into another clone body either. I mean, I will defend Ben Solo to the death because I think he's the best character in the whole sequel trilogy, but it still peed me off how they got rid of him. Back to what else do you say about and the final battle? I don't think there was a final battle. Like even the space battle, apart from the sort of shock value of seeing pretty much every starship in the history of Star Wars all appear at once, it wasn't particularly well choreographed or shot or anything. I personally think the space battles from the original trilogy are better. The space battle in Rogue One is fantastic.
Oh,
I love that. When they use the Hammerhead Corvette as well to hit the shield as well.
That was nice.
I need back too.
We'll get back to them.
Oh, okay.
Space Time for excuses. I have no idea what Vader was thinking in that moment. I'm so glad Luke added the no so I could understand his internal conflict. Oh dear.
There was someone who wrote almost like a whole, not an essay, but a whole article about how powerful that moment used to be with John Williams' score, the lighting, the portrayal by Ian McDiarmid and Mark Hamill. And even Dave Prowse, how just with his body language and that slow camera in on Vader's helmet, this inanimate object, and yet you could feel the emotion, the pain, the anguish, the conflict behind it, building until he turns and he grabs the Emperor and hurls him, was all beautifully done. But for some reason, what was one of the most ridiculed moments in Revenge of the Sith, Darth Vader's clumsy "no," got dubbed over onto that moment. It was like finding the Mona Lisa and taking a big dump on it. Hey, Rogue! Rogue actually got a name drop, a couple of name drops in my last video on
we blame you, Rogue.
Crackle's Den. It's all his fault.
Yeah, you blame Rogue.
I blame Rogue. So you haven't told us what you did. You said it was because it's when Luke turns Vader back to the light side.
There was good in Vader all along.
It's definitely an emotional film. I felt a lot more emotion in Return of the Jedi than I ever did in Rise of Skywalker. That's for sure. It felt earned, Luke's victory, the Rebels' victory, everything that happened, apart from the Ewoks.
Oh no, you're gonna trigger Rogue. You already went have you heard the French version of the no scene from Revenge of the Sith?
Oh no, I haven't. Oh, is it really bad?
Oh no, was it Rise? No, yes, Revenge of the Sith, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not been confirmed, but I think the no in Return of the Jedi is literally the same soundbite that they used in Revenge of the Sith. Either that or it's an alternate take that they recorded for it,
So the voice actor sounds a lot like Annie, and it actually sounds like Annie is dying. Oh my god.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been struck by a smooth criminal. Dum 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 dum. He's cool. For an 8-year-old minifigure.
Oh, the Gamorrean Guard.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
You've got that piece there, and just look at all the different colours painted on him. How can they paint his eyes, though? They don't paint Chewbacca's. They paint Chewbacca's nose, but not his eyes. Going back, I can't remember who said it about painting minifigures. I'd almost be tempted to paint, like, 2 black dots on Chewbacca's eyes. Because I prefer that mold.
Oh, you just killed him.
I killed him.
Look at him.
Wait, you're supposed to be looking after the chat.
I know. Josh in the box says, hi, CutTheKragle.
Hello.
Tuscan Productions. You've been struck by a Sith Emperor.
Down, 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 down. Oh my god, I just dropped something. They went flying.
Did you just drop a piece on the... Oh my god.
Yeah. It's a... Right, I was going to say it's a Brick Attack video, but that's wrong.
Is it a bottle piece by any chance?
It is. I lost my bottle. Ha 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 ha! Boom, boom. Am I building this too far away? Is it off camera?
I don't know, but I'm going to have to do that.
This is all your fault.
Why is it all my fault?
It still looks really dark to me. Do people actually prefer this over the...
Is there a brighter colour we can use on the lights? Ooh.
Ooh, is the flicker gone?
Ooh.
Leonardo, leave it. That's fine.
Okay.
Don't jinx it. Is that better? There! Is that better?
It's a little bit of a flicker by the looks of it.
Annie, are you okay? I failed you, Annie. Are you okay? You've been struck by the high ground.
He's because I'm a songwriter.
Yeah, Greg7. The only reason Palpatine came back was because Rian Johnson killed Snoke. I believe that. I don't think it was the plan to have Palpatine come back all along. Snoke wasn't meant to be, like, basically Palpatine's avatar. It makes no sense, well, because me and you were talking about this, because you know the whole connection that Rey and Kylo have in The Last Jedi, which is one of the things I actually liked. I liked how their relationship developed. Like, to me, it felt like a natural continuation of... It was kind of like a raw chemistry between them in Force Awakens. So I that's one thing I did like. But in The Last Jedi, Ben or Kylo Ren says like, "Oh, you can't be doing this to Rey; it would kill you," which is kind of supposed to be hinting at the fact that when Luke, does that stupid astral projection thing, he dies. But then when they have the confrontation with Snoke, he says that basically he orchestrated it to basically mess with them both and draw Rey to him. But then in The Rise of Skywalker, they sort of retcon that and say, actually, the reason they have this connection is because they're a Force dyad. Dyad? Yeah, dyad. And what's even more peculiar is that Palpatine doesn't even know that until they're in front of him, and then he sucks their life force out to heal himself. It was like, well, if Snoke was Palpatine's avatar, so basically whenever he spoke, it was Palpatine speaking through him, how is he not aware of something he took credit for? Fair enough, okay, he wasn't the one behind it, he was lying, but he should be aware of it, It makes no sense. The whole sequel trilogy is just... It's like when you used to get like a paper and you fold it in thirds, and like the first person draws the head, folds it over, the second person draws like the body, folds it over, and the last person draws the legs, and then you pull it out and you have like this weird character. That is basically the sequel trilogy with filmmaking.
Basically. Bye, Robert Thompson Jr. Peace out.
Peace out.
Emojis. Fire First Break says, do you guys like Iron Brew? The answer to this could hinge on if we can be friends or not. I haven't had Iron Brew in years.
I thought it got banned.
No, it's still there. I think they lessened the sugar content, maybe.
I thought it got banned because it was just like, isn't it like napalm for your guts?
Was it about Sunny D makes it in orange?
Sunny D, yeah, actually did turn people orange in the 90s, yeah. And the thing was, it was advertised as a way to get kids to drink orange juice when, like, Coca-Cola was, like, massive. It was a big problem with kids not drinking, like, anything other than Coke. And they were like, hey, get your kids to have Sunny D. It's, basically a way of getting them to drink orange juice. But basically all it was orange juice with 11 teaspoons full of sugar. Excuse me, pardon me.
Basically.
Yeah.
Hi, Ashton Summers. Why is your screen upside down? I'm not sure.
It's upside down?
His screen's apparently upside down.
Why is my screen upside down?
I mean, we're backwards on the screen because that's how...
Is it okay? It shouldn't be upside down. We fixed it.
1 second, let me check my phone.
Let us know in the chat if it's gone funny again.
Oh no, the guy's saying that's on his end, that's better. No, not upside down for us, fella. The screen's the right way up.
Oh, okay, cool. Excellent.
Have you ever played Crash Bandicoot? That was a fun game.
Goodness gracious me.
Yeah, that'd bring memories to my brother.
Yeah.
Oh, kick his ass. He did not like
which Crash Bandicoot was it that had the dreaded level where you're running, but like the camera's in front of you? There's lots of games who had that, but I remember one level on Crash Bandicoot in particular was just so annoying because you were trying to complete it, and like I think the save point was just like almost like right at the end, the checkpoint.
Oh, you gotta love the save points in all games.
Yeah. Oh, I remember before playing with the old Tomb Raiders, you could do quick save, so you could save whenever you wanted to. The problem was quick save and quick load were like almost the same button. So what used to happen, at least for me, is sometimes I'd be like falling to my death. I'd be like, oh, and I do quick load so I could just get back into the game, but I accidentally hit quick save and overwrite my save with her falling. So my save was her basically falling to her death perpetually.
Have you ever played Filing Taxes Simulator?
No.
Is this another one of those goat simulators, flying simulators, farming simulators? That I do really want to install the goat simulator on the Xbox.
The goat simulator looks awesome.
It looks hilarious.
That was supposed to be a ball end, but I can't like it.
That's quite cool.
And then,
did you get a spare printer piece of that as well?
No. I've not found it anyway.
Is it like gold piece upside down?
Yes, it is. That was a test, and you passed. So yeah, if you're new to the stream, it is Mrs Kragle's birthday this week.
Whee!
It's her last week of being young and beautiful.
Wait, so I'm not young and beautiful anymore.
As soon as it's your birthday, you're gonna decay like the bad guys in Raiders of the Lost Ark, and their faces melt when they open the Ark of the Covenant.
I still can't believe they actually cut that out of the film.
I didn't see it. Someone told me that when they watched it on TV over Christmas, they cut that scene out, which is weird because I always remember watching that on TV at Christmas.
I think it was fun.
Yeah.
Ever played Stepping on a Lego Simulator?
I think they're making this up.
They gotta be, because I'm sorry. Yeah. Let's see what else. Barefoot Edition. Yeah, Stepping on Lego does actually really hurt. There's also a Deer Simulator. Oh, yeah. Ghost Simulator is actually amazing. Yeah, we're downloading Ghost Simulator.
I've heard great things.
It's an immersive experience. Yeah. Ashton Summers goes, so how is everyone's day?
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
Working sadly, but it's been good for me.
I slept most of it. I couldn't get to sleep last night. I just couldn't sleep no matter what I tried. So I ended up being awake almost most of the night, doing nothing. It really annoys me when that happens, when I can't get to sleep. Because like, hey, I've got a lot of stuff I want to do tomorrow and be productive on my day off. But right now, I'm just going to fail to go to sleep. But I'm not going to have enough energy to do the stuff tomorrow right now. So it's just a complete waste of time.
I'm still not sure how I feel about Demon Goat in that game. There's a Demon Goat.
There's a Demon Goat.
Okay, we're definitely installing that.
It's the Demon Goat that sold it for you.
Yep.
Oh dear. I'm engaged to this person, by the way. The person who just got won over to trying a game because there's a Demon Goat in it.
I'm easily amused.
Oh dear. Is this the person I want to bear my children?
Yes, you do. Bye, Ashley.
Well, that's me told. Bye-bye!
Tuscan Productions is still going to get like Battle Pack.
Is he still spamming it?
I'm dead inside until I have my Tuscan Battle Pack.
Oh my god, well, I guess you're dead inside. Wow.
Well, thank you for telling me it's going to be raining tomorrow.
Is it going to rain? We had snow, didn't we, on the weekend?
I know, it's quite nice. Nice little snowmans we saw around.
Yeah, we saw a few snow people.
Snow people? Oh yeah, you can't say snowman, can you?
Not really.
Sheesh. That's how I feel about it.
Wow.
It's snowman. I grew up with snowman. Wow.
You grew up with snowmen?
No.
I was raised by snowmen.
Like once every, was it 2-3 years?
We're walking in the air.
But Tony goes, hello, my mates.
Hello.
Hello.
A Tony, hello.
Tuscan's about to stomp his feet on Lego.
Oh.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah, I remember when you were working on your arcade mock on the floor downstairs in the living room.
Oh yeah.
And Lego was everywhere, and I tried purposely not to stand on a Lego. What did I go and do? I stood on Lego studs.
You like aimed for it, I'm sure, because like there was plenty of places to put your feet, but you chose not to. You chose instead to step on virtually every piece of non-assembled Lego you could find.
It hurt. Particularly the 1x1 studs.
Well, you've only got yourself to blame.
No, Chad said the weather reports all said snow, and in the end it was just rain.
Yeah.
We had loads of snow weather warnings for snow for the past few weeks. Never got a hint of snow in Cardiff. Then it's like, okay, they're gonna say weather warning in place for Sunday. Don't believe it. Woke up Sunday morning. Oh, it snowed.
It snowed. Not a lot of snow.
It's about 1.5 inches, wasn't it? It wasn't massive.
It's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, yeah. It wasn't amazing. It was still nice though.
Yeah.
I remember before, like the first year we were in here when it snowed like 1.5 feet.
Oh,
no, it was more than that actually. It's about 2 foot of snow.
It was beast from the east, wasn't it?
Because remember there was also massive snow drifts as well. Like there was a part where it was like a slope going from the ground, which was like about 2 feet deep of snow, right up until this 8-foot wall. And from the lanes, country lanes.
Oh my god!
Had these massive embankments of snow where the snow had just, been drifting. When you get a snow drift when it just goes up against something.
I just remember watching that 4x4 taking out to try and get out where we live.
I just love the fact that when you said, "Oh, there's no room in the fridge to put my Pepsi Max," so I just stuck it. I opened the back door and just shoved it in the snow.
Shoved it in the snow. Yeah.
Keep it cold.
Yeah,
it worked.
Yep, they did. Oh, Five First Brick said, when is the next... can't speak. When is the next update for the arcade coming out?
I think I'm going to do them like monthly, so once a month I'm going to do one, so it'll be in February now.
Which is not too long away.
No.
It's already February almost.
I know.
What happened to January?
Do you know what? I still feel like I'm owed a year for 2020. Like... like in some ways it dragged on because of like lockdown and not being able to do stuff, but then because you weren't able to do stuff, it feels like we didn't get the year because so much stuff that I normally do on an annual basis, or it just didn't happen. Like we were looking at photographs the other day and we realized we went out for a meal in January and we said, we haven't been out for a meal in ages, we should go out for a meal more often and have like a special date night. that was the only one we had in the whole of 2020.
Yeah.
So
it was insane.
That feels like it's too high.
Tuscan Productions says, okay, give me 3 reasons why a Tuscan battle pack is impossible or boring.
I didn't say it's impossible. I can't see. I don't want it.
You got one? I got one, haven't I?
I got one with the Trouble on Tatooine set.
I think didn't one come with the Falcon?
Why would a Tuscan Raider come with a Falcon?
No, it wasn't that one. It was something else. I don't know. Five First Break says, I live in the country, so beasts from the east snowbanks got real bad. They were
really bad.
They were very, very bad.
Who lives in a very big house in the country?
Rick Tony goes, what is more painful to step on? A pile of studs or a pile of 2x2 bricks?
I would say bricks, because studs can sometimes just get
between the toes.
Yeah, it's almost like when you go on sand or something, because they kind of move around. But bricks, they got sharp edges.
Oh god, yeah.
And they got a structural integrity, whereas a stud can almost. I can imagine you stun a stud and it would work its way to the crack between your toes or something, Or
that light's flickering again.
Is it? Oh no! It's got to be the lights.
It's got to be.
Oh god, that's dark. Turn that one on now. See, that one works.
We just always think. It's not as bad on this side.
This is such an amateur operation. What are we even doing here? Oh, we have no right to be streaming right now.
Ez or was Ez fan says hello.
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 Hello. Oh god. We'll do that again, are we?
Wait, what?
Are we done?
I messed up. I made a mistake. It's okay, I fixed it. I forgot a piece, that's all. I picked it up and I put it back down again without doing anything to it.
Tuscan Production says he wants more Tuscans. He only has 8. Or could be 8, I don't know.
Bricklink is your friend.
Yes, it is.
Let's go on Bricklink.
Bricklink it.
I don't think we need a battle pack for that. I don't know if we're going to get any more battle packs either, do we? At least not in the traditional sense now.
I don't think so.
Not for a while, anyway. There was none in the last wave, like the spring wave. There's nothing in the summer wave that's been announced. I feel like battle packs are done now. If we do get anything, it'd be like the 501st pack, where it's not called a battle pack, and it's kind of like, a mixture of two different forces. As in, like in that one, you've got the 501st, and you also got a couple of battle droids. I'm trying to get this dead center. It's just not happening. There you go.
I hope that we get a master builder set of the Duel and Mustafar with a high ground. That's quite cool. Tuscan goes, "Why do you keep crushing my dreams?" He doesn't mean to.
I am the crusher of dreams.
Oh, I'm getting old.
Why?
My shoulder. Don't get old, kids.
That looks so touchy.
Okay. It's very dodgy from my ankle.
Wow.
You see this big coming back on shoulder.
Hey! This means I'm happy.
Oh my
Wow.
god. No Chaz goes, "Rip." Oh, rest in peace, Rip. Okay. You just killed the Gamorrean Guard again.
Did I?
Rest in peace, battle pack's gone too soon.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Like they make arguably the most popular battle pack ever, and then they're like, yeah, no more.
Oops. I just pushed the wall. There you go.
Like, now we've had enough of that now. It's a bit strange. Lego often make strange decisions, though. Why is that not going on?
Esfan goes, "I have more original trilogy Lego sets, but I'd rather have more Clone Wars sets." I won the thing. What's this ship? The one that Rogue was working on, the smaller version.
What, the Venator?
The Venator. Yeah, I won a Venator.
They've definitely dropped the ball, haven't they? I mean, I don't understand how we didn't have more Clone Wars sets for Clone Wars Season 7. I feel like it was just them being a bit overly cautious about how popular that would be. But they gave us the 501st Battle Pack.
You got the one 300. Was it 312? Or 300. I can never remember. The one of Ahsoka's clones.
Yeah, and then that was a mess up because the box art was based on an episode from Season 1, but her design was from Season 7, and then the tank was like from a completely different thing altogether. And the tank was like apparently like one of the worst builds of that particular tank. So
322nd clones. Just correct me.
Yeah, it wasn't good, was it? I personally prefer the 5-star Toys custom Ahsoka I got.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fire first goes, "Did you hear about the new thing with land members and rumors?"
Yeah, I know kind of what happened.
Oh, the whole fiasco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you get bag free now. Oh dear.
One Brad 7 said, "I think they could remake this set for the Boba Fett series."
Yeah, a lot of people are thinking that, and that's why I said never say never, because whilst I don't think it's going to get remade anytime soon, this obviously featured spoilers in the post-credits scene of The Mandalorian, which was a tease then for the new series, The Book of Boba Fett. So it's technically Boba's Palace now.
Boba's Palace.
Yeah.
They should really obviously probably upgrade it, whatever thingy, and just call it Boba's Palace then.
If they did it, I could see them doing it with no exterior, like just doing it as like a internal throne room build to get around that controversy, maybe. I think what people were saying was like the tower with the roof and stuff. I don't know. It's a bit of a stretch.
Friday First is about Celestial Black of Clone Wars Season 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, we ended up binge watching that, didn't we?
Yeah, to an extent. We did take a few months to watch it.
I
but
know.
we did.
We're getting quite through Rebels now, finally. We're almost at
Everyone said Rebels gets massively better at the Season 2 finale, and it did. But Season 3 hasn't been fantastic. Like they were like, after Season 2 finale, it's all amazing. And I don't feel that way. Season 2 finale was fantastic, and there's been great episodes in Season 3, but there's also been a fair few duds as well. I don't feel like it's up to the same standard as the last few seasons of Clone Wars, but you know,
Thrawn, on the other hand.
I'm really enjoying Thrawn, especially as a fan of the original Thrawn from the EU. I feel like this character, they're doing justice. They haven't just done like a lot of things do, where they take the name of an existing character or the physical appearance and just do someone completely different. Gotham, looking at you. He definitely feels like the Thrawn new. Though I swear he was Grand Moff Thrawn in the EU, not Grand Admiral.
I'll have to read the books and tell you.
Yeah, you've got them now, haven't you?
Yeah, the latest one I needed to get has come today, so early birthday present to myself. So yeah,
Who does the chat think should play Thrawn in the Ahsoka series?
First, I had the exact same question there. Who would you want for Thrawn in live action?
See, I heard originally, before everyone started saying Robert Downey Jr., I heard Benedict Cumberbatch, which I could see definitely doing it. I could see him doing it really well. Can you open that for me? But I worry, because he already played Khan in Star Trek Into Darkness, that people would say it was too similar, and like the whole Star Trek, Star Wars thing. Not that you can't be in both. I mean, Simon Pegg's be in both. Small role in Star Wars, but yeah. But I don't know. I feel like it might be almost a bit too on the nose. I definitely don't want Robert Downey Jr. because I'd see Robert Downey Jr.
I'd just see him as Tony Stark.
He can definitely play other roles, but I feel like he's too big. You know, you would see the actor more than the character. The guy who voices him,
Lars Mikkelsen.
Yeah, he's got the voice down to a T. It's not the voice I heard when I first read the books, because obviously when I read the books, there was no live action, there was no audio when I read them, version of Thrawn, so you only had your own imagination. But it does suit how he's portrayed in Rebels, so I don't see why they can't get him, because he actually was in Sherlock, the UK TV series with Benedict Cumberbatch, and yeah, he's a bit older, but in all fairness, how old is Thrawn going to be now in Ahsoka? Because it's 5 years after Return of the Jedi, and I think Rebels. Well, his species is supposed to be like a derivative of humans.
He's stronger than a human, isn't he?
They're stronger than a human in the same way, like, again, Star Trek comparison, as like Vulcans were to humans. But like they're supposed to be like an offshoot of humans that went out and like into the unknown regions like thousands of years before, like the Star Wars that we know. Is it Chiz? I can't remember how it's pronounced, because again, I used to know it from the books. I forgot this guy's cape.
No, Charles is not Lars Mikkelsen as well. So obviously one of the voices in Rebels.
Yeah.
Firefirst says Benedict Cumberbatch as he has the look.
Yeah.
Long Greg 7, so you also given me a throwback to when I got this set for my 11th birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
That's good.
Oh no, it's the scratchy paper cape. Oh, yeah, I hate those.
You can read the chat them. See where I got to.
Let's see.
I think one of the mods has been around.
Lars Mikkelsen. Oprah should play him. No.
Why is there no two faces for Bib?
I don't know. Yeah, 501st Brick says they can only see Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. I think that's unfair, but he's been playing him for so long. And like during the first few Iron Man films, he also bounced back and forth playing Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
And then after that, they didn't play anyone but Iron Man, I think, for like 8 years. And then he's done Dr. Dolittle, which was a massive flop. Yeah, I don't like the idea of Robert Downey Jr. I feel like it'd be too much like stunt casting. He's a fantastic actor, but I don't want him as Thrawn more than anything else. Christian Bale would do a terrific job, but again, I feel like he's almost too big for the role. Star Wars doesn't tend to cast like big known actors. There are a few exceptions. Like Samuel Jackson was quite big, but then he wasn't cast as a main character originally in Phantom Menace, and that was more down to the fact that he petitioned to be in the new Star Wars ahead of its release. Otherwise, sequel trilogy, apart from characters who had already been in it, I think the biggest actor was probably Oscar Isaacs. They don't sort of cast A-listers in the roles, really. Ross from Friends. No. David Schwimmer, no. Tuscan Productions has some crazy ideas.
What's he saying?
Well, do you know how he wanted the Tuscan Raider Battle Pack? He now wants David Schwimmer, Ross from Friends to play Thrawn.
Oh, no thank you. Oops, sorry.
No.
You.
Mahan's here saying that Kragle is his least favourite YouTuber.
Oh, hello, Mahan. What did you call him in the stream I did?
Mama Holmes. Seth Bland says, that's why I hated Ben Affleck as Batman and they got what they deserved when he quit. Yeah, like, it was like, you know, Christian Bale is obviously an A-lister now, but at the time he was cast as Batman, he was an established actor, but he wasn't like a household name. And they went and cast Ben Affleck after him. I don't think he was right for the role. Although there are moments across the films where you get glimpses of, like, you know, potential. But he goes from being the murderous Batman in Batman v Superman to in Justice League being basically more hammy than George Clooney. Well, not more than, but as almost. Yeah. I'm still not sure about Robert Pattinson either.
From the trailer we saw, he looked good.
The trailer was really good. And
that might be the best bit of the trailer.
What sold me more than the trailer was during DC Fandom, they had an interview with the director, whose name I've suddenly forgotten. And he was saying all the great stuff. Like, whenever someone does something Batman, they always mention certain comic book stories, like Batman Year One, Long Halloween. These ones have had inspiration. Like, even Tim Burton's Batman had inspiration from Batman Year One. Obviously, Batman Begins did. The Dark Knight was inspired by the Long Halloween. So is this one. But he also mentioned lesser known stories that real fans would know. You know, only real fans would know. Do you mean, like, I'm not saying you're not a real fan if you didn't know this comic book, but they're like more obscure. Like, you would have to be a fan to know of it, like Batman Ego by Darwin Cook. I was like, what? That's one of my favorite lesser known Batman stories. And he was saying how that was an inspiration. Everything he said was like, it seemed to me like he got the character. Whereas Zack Snyder, I just don't think understands Batman. And I like Zack Snyder. I love Watchmen. I liked his Dawn of the Dead remake. You like Sucker Punch, didn't you?
I did like Sucker Punch.
Yeah, so how we got onto Batman? We should be talking about Thrawn. So what about you? Have you got any ideas for Thrawn?
I do quite like the idea of Lars Mikkelsen to be his voice, but just because every now I hear or see Thrawn, and I know as soon as I read the book, the original one that Timothy Zahn did,
yeah,
I will instantly hear Lars Mikkelsen voice in Thrawn. Yeah,
that's interesting because obviously you've seen this version and heard this voice beforehand, whereas when I was a kid and I read them in the 90s and early noughties, there was nothing.
Hold that thought. You got a donation.
Oh, we have a donation.
From IC Dave for 35, £2.
£2.
Got to shoot. Happy birthday, Mrs Kragle. Some celebrity faces. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, IC Dead people.
Thank you and bye-bye. Enjoy your evening wherever you are.
Wherever you may be.
I think they're UK.
You've got your first birthday donation.
I have. Thank you. That'll go towards another set. I have no idea what, though. Maybe the NES.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the NES.
Maybe.
Where would we put that?
I have no idea.
I've got sets built with nowhere to put them as it is.
Let's see. I wanted to give Pattinson someone. I guess I need to give the whole Benedict Cumberbatch thing a chance. Still wasn't too excited with that pick. Yeah, I just think of Robert Pattinson as either the guy from Harry Potter or Twilight.
Yeah.
I've not seen.
Not just his acting. Like when I see him in interviews, he just comes across as a bit of a dick. You know. I don't know. I want a good Batman film, so I'm always willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. Like I went into Batman v Superman, even though I thought the trailers looked dumb and I didn't like the idea of Ben Affleck. I went into it thinking, hopefully this will be good, and it wasn't.
Yeah. Austin Schultz goes, can you do another Stranger Things set or something, please? There's only been one Stranger Things, and that's the Upside Down.
Can I do another Stranger Things set?
Unless you need your ideas, like you did the set predictions. Maybe.
I did the top 5 Stranger Things sets I want to see next, and then I did part 2, and I can get the 5 more a year later. Is that what they mean?
Possibly.
I don't know.
One Greg 7 says, I'd like to stay, but there's a Lego Star Wars iceberg video on my feed that I need to watch, and I also need to download box art of Wii and GameCube games for my Wii.
Oh, thanks for dropping by.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Tuscan makes a valid point saying we need more Stranger Things sets. Yes,
Definitely.
Yes, we do.
I'd be very surprised if we don't get a Star Cop Mole. It seems like a no-brainer. But again, Lego do crazy, weird things, don't they?
Yep, they do. Mahan goes, I love Thrawn. Thrawn should be like a Thanos but for Star Wars. Yes.
Yeah. I've talked about this at length. I can't remember if I saw it on a live stream or just in a private call with some of the guys, but I generally feel that's what they're going to be doing with these shows, with Ahsoka, The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett. Is it Rangers of the New Republic?
Oh, I can't remember.
They're going to be kind of like building up to an MCU style, like final battle or whatever with Thanos. Well, not Thanos, with Thrawn as like the Thanos of that, you know? That's what they're going to be building up to. Hopefully it'll be better than what happened with Defenders. Remember on Netflix they had like Daredevil and all that lot?
Oh, yeah.
Daredevil and Jessica Jones were good. We've still got some of them to watch. We watched Defenders, but like, yeah, the Defenders was kind of a mess up.
We watched Punisher 2? I think we were watching...
One.
Was it
Yeah,
1? Okay, I lost... yeah.
Yeah, I love Daredevil and I love Jessica Jones. What annoyed me with that, though, is how they kind of made... They just went it clearly didn't plan out exactly what they were going to do from the get-go, and it just messed up. But anyway, yeah, definitely I feel like Thrawn's going to be the big bad for the collection of shows set in that era.
Definitely. We answered that question. Oh, Mahan, happy birthday to Back to Kragle that doesn't call me Mama Holmes, aka Mrs Kragle.
I only call him Mama Holmes because he calls me names and insults me. He calls me Kragle, he calls me all sorts. He insults me, tells me I'm a terrible YouTuber. I mean, he's not wrong, but come on, you don't tell someone that.
Kraggle's after 9 PM here, you can say it. That's what Fire first said.
Say what?
I don't know, I'm guessing you're going to swear because 9 PM water.
Oh, when I did I swear? Oh, I spelt it out, didn't I? I think, yeah.
Yes, 9 in UK. Yes, it is. It's just gone 9:15.
9:15 in the evening.
Seth Bland says, is Thrawn a Sith?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, he's not. He's not. Unless they've changed something from the original EU, he's not Force sensitive in the slightest. But he's an ultimate badass.
Oh, he's a very good tactician as well.
He's a master tactician. He's extremely patient. I swear in the original books he had a photographic memory. I don't know if he still does, but yeah. He's pretty ruthless. I've still got the new Thrawn books to read because I remember when Thrawn got announced as being brought back into continuity at the Star Wars Rebels panel in London Celebration.
2016.
And they announced that they got Timothy Zahn, who obviously created the character in the original expanded universe, to do a prequel book. And then because that was so popular, they wrote 2 and 3 back-to-back to make a brand new Thrawn trilogy. And because that's been so popular, they've done a second Thrawn trilogy. So I've got 2 Thrawn trilogies to read now in the Disney canon.
Yeah, and I got the original trilogy.
The original one. And also the Thrawn duology, which is Spectre of the Past and Visions of the Future.
Which again is Timothy Zahn. So. Yeah,
Timothy Zahn. But the reason I love the originals as well is my favourite character in those books, who is one of my favourite Star Wars characters, is Mara Jade, is introduced in the Thrawn trilogy, the original one.
I gotta get through the Han Solo trilogy and then the Bounty Hunter Wars.
And if you like Thrawn and want to learn more about the EU, the original Star Wars expanded universe, now known as Legends, you can check out one of my older videos, because I did a review video about some custom Lego Star Wars minifigures based on old Legends characters. And when I'm reviewing them, I talk about the characters, about their history and what they mean to me as well. So it's a video I'm actually quite proud of, which is rare because most of my videos I sort of go, oh no, what was I thinking? I actually got recommended one of my own videos today.
You did?
My very first video got recommended to me. What was YouTube thinking?
Mahan goes Thrawn with the Darksaber. The possibilities. Oof, that'd be epic.
Yeah.
Noah Charles goes Suicide Squad of Mando, Ahsoka, Sabine, Cara Dune, and Ahsoka versus Thrawn.
You gotta have Luke in there somehow.
Yeah. He doesn't think Thrawn would beat Jyn. Din Djarin.
One hand to hand.
Don't
know.
Mazda seem evenly matched in his opinion.
It's weird. It's like one thing that Star Wars often does, which I don't necessarily agree with, is they have these characters that have this terrific prowess through non-physical means, and then as if those characters aren't cool enough by not having to do anything physically, they then add in, oh, by the way, they're an ultimate badass physically as well. I'm probably describing that really badly, but like you take Yoda and the Emperor, like before the prequels, they were just like so cool characters, but you never thought of Yoda really using a lightsaber and jumping around and having lightsaber fights. Likewise, you never really thought the Emperor was using a lightsaber. I mean, it was arguable before like they started doing it in the comics and stuff whether Sith actually used lightsabers, because they keep on referring to Vader like using a lightsaber as a throwback to the Jedi, and even the Emperor says, "Oh, it's the weapon of a Jedi rather than a Jedi and Sith or Force user." I don't really mind the Sith having lightsabers; it makes sense. But what I don't really mind Yoda and Emperor having lightsabers either. But it is one of those things where they keep doing it, and it gets to the point where it's a bit ridiculous. Like I know Thrawn in the episode we just watched is like bare knuckle fighting a couple of assassin droids that look a lot like Dark Troopers. I don't remember him being particularly that physical in the books. I remember him having extra strength. It's been a while since I read them. It's been like 20 years since I read the books. But I remember him, having, extra strength and being more resilient to like pain and stuff. I don't remember him being like a master hand-to-hand combat. I might be forgetting it. But like I've even read like in the comics now, they've changed it. And Tarkin, who's an old man, and he's just a commander, he's an officer, in like one of the comics now, which is set like 6 months before A New Hope, an officer disobeys him, and Tarkin strips to the wind. He can like bare knuckle box.
Tarkin.
Yeah. It's possible to have a villain or even a hero be so cool, but they don't have to like physically get down to into physical fights or something,
So Bricklot says, Kragle, are you a fan of Bionicle?
It was during my dark age, so I don't really have any experience of Bionicle.
I remember seeing the tubes in stores.
Yeah, I wasn't really into Lego during that Bionicle period, so I don't really have any frame of reference for it.
Like my hands comments. Thrawn breathes. Oh my god, he's so cool. Mando kills one droid that is nearly unbeatable. He's sort of cool.
Yeah,
it's true.
Basically, I loved the whole sequence in the Mandalorian when Din Djarin's fighting the one Dark Trooper. I loved how they gave it like almost a stop motion feel to the way it moved. That sort of jittery, like the exoskeleton Terminator from the original Terminator movie had that unnatural feel to it. It's so good.
No, it has. I mean, the comics include Boba Fett beating Vader in a lightsaber duel, so no, they're weird.
Yeah, this is the new comics though. The one with Boba Fett and Vader in a lightsaber duel. I don't think Boba Fett beat him. I thought he just like held him off and then escaped. I liked some of the old Boba Fett comic books, especially Enemy of the Empire. That was fantastic. Yeah, I mean, the comics, all like different sort of expanded media has some things that you sort of scratch your head at and go, okay then. Even the films do, to be honest with you. The thing is that Disney tried saying that once they took over anything, be it an audio story, a book, a comic, a radio play, a TV show, a film, they all had the same weight and they were all canon. But that's turned out not to be true now because they've retconned stuff. Like in the official novelization of Force Awakens, both Luke and Kylo Ren know who Rey is, which obviously turned out not to be the case with future films. The Marvel comics gave a completely different backstory to Poe Dameron than what we find out about in Rise of Skywalker. So it's pretty much gone back to how it was anyway, where it's canon unless the live action stuff says otherwise, So.
Hey, Burner Bricks. Burner Build, not Burner Bricks. I apologise.
Have you got my non-speaking disease?
I always have that.
It's crazy for a guy like me who speaks so much that I'm so bad at it.
Mark B said, the Kragles, did you vote for the 90th anniversary theme?
I forgot. Is it closed now? I really forgot. I was going to.
Ooh.
I kept meaning to, because I was working. I kept forgetting after I finished work to vote.
Lego.
I do feel like it's been rigged a little bit because there's like 30 choices to choose from. Some of them are sub themes, and then other ones like more broader. So it's kind of like, you know, given some stuff like more of an unfair advantage. That makes sense. Like I think there's like 4 different versions of the space sub theme, but then like one of them another theme will only have the one category.
Okay. 25th of Jan today.
Was it finished yet, or was it still open?
Head to the exclusive page and cast your vote. Let me have a look.
Mama Home says it's still open, but then Mark B says close today. And Tuscan Productions now has 11 Tuscan Raiders. I got minifigures reproducing or something.
Oh my god.
They're multiplying.
Yeah, we missed out on it.
No! Wait a sec, let me do my Darth Vader impression. No!
Apparently it's 4 a.m. EST.
Oh, okay.
So probably about 9 a.m. for us.
Oh, okay.
Well, we can vote for the final one on the... Where are you? 3rd of Feb. Which will run until the 10th of Feb. Okay, so we can vote for the last one at least.
Oh, Mama Home says my Hogwarts Transfiguration book is coming soon. Can't wait to finally get it.
Oh yeah, Lego order.
I feel your pain. I ordered a present for my nephew to come for Christmas, and it was supposed to arrive by the 12th of December. It got pushed back so many times. I was like, oh well, I'll have it for his birthday in January. It didn't arrive, so I've just sent off something else for his birthday, and then got the dispatch email today. So it's like, you serious?
So that's being pushed back.
Yeah, whereas my Ninjago gardens,
wow.
I don't even know what's happening with that. I might get it someday.
Apparently it's going to be delivered tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
We'll see.
We will see.
We shall see.
I find your lack of Ninjago gardens disturbing.
Burner Bill says, this is my dream set. Kragle's making one to go on eBay and buy it.
Yeah, that's what I did. And I paid extra to have it sealed, and then Mrs Kragle made me demolish the box.
No, it's because it's really tough.
Yeah.
It's like...
Mrs Kragle is a meanie. Ow! Wow! You don't have to hit me with the box. Did you hear that? That's abuse right there, caught on live stream.
I'm sorry.
You just hit me across the head with the box. Oh my word.
And you guys, my Harry Potter books are all on back order. Wonder if I'll still get the Book of Monsters by then. Wow, we missed out.
I missed out on that. It was sold out on day one, didn't it?
Yeah.
I think one of my American buddies is going to sort me out with that, though. I don't know. I think they were, but I haven't heard back since, because they got a lot on their plate at the moment. But hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fire First says, what is the thing that you want but you know will never happen? I want Transformers and Michael Bay Devastator will be an S tier set.
Because Transformers is owned by
Hasbro.
Mm-hmm.
The Mortal Enemies to Lego. Well, not Mortal Enemies, but... no, you're fine.
Well, when Lego almost went bust, they went to Hasbro and like, hey, do you want to buy our company? And Hasbro were like, ha, no. I think they did, but I feel like they were just basically trying to get it for a cheaper price, like, you know, saying, oh, no, we don't want it, you know, and Lego would go, oh, please, we're offering it for you so much, no, oh, you can pay us so much, no, but in the end, Lego obviously recovered. But, yeah, I mean,
I know
that's why I get amazed when people say, like, oh, Disney's untouchable. I mean, right now they are, but they were in the past, like, in the...
Is it early 90s?
It was really noughties. They had twice where they come close, because the 90s was the Disney Renaissance period. Prior to that, the 70s and 80s, they were so broke. That's when they recycled loads of footage. If you look at like a lot of their animated films, you can tell there's videos on YouTube about it where they recycled footage. Like Mowgli going over a log is used in the Sword and the Stone. That's part of the reason why when they did did Robin Hood.
To voice Little John and
they had basically he was based on Baloo from the Jungle Book. He was the same voice actor anyway, but it's pretty much the exact same character design, just in brown. With some clothing on. So as much as they are on top right now and they're buying up companies left, right, and centre, and I feel like part of the reason why is it Bob Iger did that, yeah. Was to try and secure a future because Marvel and stuff like that is such in Star Wars. are almost evergreen franchises, it's hard to to go wrong with those. But it could have happened again. They could, because when they hit the Renaissance in the 90s, they were like, yeah, we're never going back down again. And the noughties hit, and it was just like, so.
One thing I love to see Lego, which we'll never do, is Halo.
Yeah.
Once again, they're owned by Megabox has the contract, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just imagine it.
Also, I don't feel like they would do Halo anyway. Although they've done other stuff like Overwatch.
Yeah.
I just feel like they probably wouldn't do Halo because even though it has funny stuff in it, it also has a lot of darker themes as well about war and stuff. Halo Reach. If you've not played Halo Reach, it's fantastic. And I definitely feel like part of the inspiration for Rogue One came from Halo Reach.
Yeah, it's on Xbox Game Pass.
There's so many similarities, thematically and narratively between the two stories. Godzilla would be really cool.
Ooh, yeah. I didn't see the latest trailer.
Godzilla was actually in the pipeline to be in Lego Dimensions before it got cancelled. So, Lego obviously were toying with the idea of at least making a Lego Dimensions Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla, yeah, it brick-built Godzilla. Oof.
I don't know who currently has the toy rights to it. I don't know if they're exclusive, but yeah.
Who does the films at the moment?
Warner Brothers.
Mm.
Warner Brothers has kind of fallen out with Lego recently over the movies. That's why the movies are now going to be made by Universal, aren't they? So.
Christopher Mitz is back.
Hey. What was the original question? I feel like I've gone on a massive tangent. What theme? What theme would I want? Back in the day, I would have said Game of Thrones, or even Walking Dead, but I've kind of gone off both those shows. Game of Thrones because they completely botched the ending and killed it for me. They killed the franchise for me. Walking Dead, I've just kind of lost interest in it.
There you go. Christopher Mitz says NECA makes the figures, so NECA have the rights to Godzilla.
Okay. But I've seen other stuff than not just NECA, though. I swear I've seen...
NECA are really good.
Like, the figures for Godzilla versus King Kong came out last year because that's when the film was originally going to come out.
Yeah, that one...
And it's like children's toy versions, not just a NECA. So I feel like... I don't know.
Omega Man wish they would do a full classic Doctor Who release.
Yeah,
they need to do...
I was really surprised they didn't do more Doctor Who. I know in America they keep saying the set sold really badly, but from what I gather, worldwide the set sold really well. It sold out, but it's not one they've looked to revisit. They did Lego Dimensions. Lego Dimensions just generally didn't sell particularly well.
Shame, sorry, like Dimensions.
But yeah, I mean... People who say that the Doctor Who set didn't sell well in America never have anything to back up. I'm not saying that they're wrong, but I just kind of feel like, is that just their own personal opinion because they don't know anything about Doctor Who? Because apparently there's a massive Doctor Who fan base in America, even though it's not like a household name. There is a established fan base. That's why they went and filmed so many episodes. Matt Smith in America was basically for the American audience.
I said, didn't create BBC America just for them.
Yeah, not just Doctor Who fans, so that's some general stuff. But yeah, and they did a premiere thing in New York and Manhattan as well when Matt Smith did it. I think Doctor Who's popularity in general has waned in recent years compared to what it was, say, when David Tennant was in the role. So that might be part of the reason why. But
Chris Smith says they could do a TARDIS console sets in the build of a Dalek Cyberman helmet.
Yeah, Cyberman helmet would be cool. Build handles.
Imagine do you build handles and like how to do the Star Wars helmets? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you like Lego and like Doctor Who, check out one of my most recent videos. I actually reviewed custom minifigures of the first 9 Doctors on there.
Just drop a plug there.
Hey, I gotta plug my stuff. No one else will.
Yes, Christmas says yes, handles. Yes, we need handles.
Handles was one of the few things I liked from that episode. I was not a fan of that episode.
Apparently Firefest has only seen Skull Island, but he really wants to see Godzilla vs. Kong.
Skull Island I really enjoyed. It was a proper popcorn flick. I really enjoyed it.
I did like it. I'm more of a Godzilla fan.
I'm not being a fan of the last 2 Godzilla films. I actually enjoyed the 90s one more. It's a terrible movie, but it's one of those movies that's so bad that it's good.
That's what I grew up with. I like it.
Yeah.
I used to watch it on tape all the time.
The what was it? The Peter Jackson Godzilla King Kong is really good. It's just it's just so
Is
long.
it like 3 hours long?
It's 3 hours long. It's now before they even get to the islands.
Yeah, it is quite. I remember you put it on Netflix recently. Haven't you? Well, not recently, but the last few months.
Whilst I was working, yeah. By the time I finished, I was halfway through my shift. Like, not really, but you know.
He's not gonna buy it, Mahan. He says the Rancor Pit goes for 250. You know you wanted CutTheKragle, so buy it. I'm a bad influence.
I mean, yeah, sure. If you want to buy it for me, Mama Holmes.
Yeah, we have no space for Jabba's palace. Imagine if you try and get the Rancor Pit as well. Oh,
I tell you what I do need to get, the same as what Chris did, I need to get the minifig of Slave Leia to go in this, because I don't want to get the sail barge, but she only comes in that set, not in this one.
Isn't she expensive though? I
want to look again. Do you know the characters they added into the special edition? They added the scene in, which I actually, it's one shot, but I really love it, when Boba Fett moves through the crowd at Jabba's palace and like he sort of like strokes the chin of one girl and the other girl sort of swoons at him. It's a really badass moment of two of the dancers. I want to get figures like that and like do the whole scene with like Boba Fett and Jabba and 3PO, Slave Leia, the dancers and stuff, you know. Even though Empire's my favorite film, I love that whole sequence in Jabba's palace from Return of the Jedi. It's so cool.
Fire versus have you seen Knives Out? I really think it's a film that went under lots of people's radar and was great. Knives Out, is that the one with Keanu Reeves?
No, he's on about the one with Daniel Craig. Ryan Johnson did it.
Oh.
Apparently it's an okay film. It's like it's supposed to be like almost like, I don't know if it's a tribute or just a copy of like the old Agatha Christie type stories, you know?
No choices. I'm glad the Mandalorian gave Boba the respect he deserves as a badass. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's Tamora Morrison as well.
Do you know what? I used to get so much crap for liking Boba Fett, and I was trying to explain to people that, you know, he's cool in the films, but also a lot of my love from him comes from the expanded universe stuff. You know, and I grew up on that stuff. You can tell me it's non-canon, but it's not going to make me stop liking it. And I liked his role in Attack of the Clones. You know, I thought he was a hell of a lot less annoying than Jake Lloyd as Anakin.
Oh, God, Annie.
I liked his appearances in the Clone Wars. I thought they were showing a good character progression. I was disappointed that we didn't get the culmination of that with him having the duel with Cad Bane.
I know.
Because they showed that at Star Wars Celebration, the like pre-visualization animatronic, I can't remember what it's called
animation?
now. Yeah, it's like rough animation where they don't really move properly and they haven't got like colors and stuff.
It's storyboards. Is it?
Yeah, it's like pre-viz basically.
Manhans is actually really want the set because of Mando.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people want this now. I wouldn't be surprised if this jumped up. It was weird because I bought this set before the episode because Chris kept on showing it off, bricking it. And literally the day after it arrived, I got the Star Wars Lego Star Wars magazine, opened it up, and the first panel of the comic has this set. It's a scene set in Jabba's throne room, and they've obviously based it around this set as well. It was so weird. And then a week after that, I think it was the episode of The Mandalorian where, you know, they return to this location and Boba takes the throne. So it was like, oh, okay. I'm glad I bought that when I did.
Yeah, I got the collectible Mahans, right? Kragle got it on eBay. Got a good deal for it.
The Bay of E.
The Bay of E. Fire first said, Kragle, the hate you got for liking Boba is nothing compared to the hate I get from my sequel love.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the sequels. I loved Force Awakens when it came out, and I was a big apologizer for it. Not apologize, but, you know, I was like, you know, defending it, yeah, and saying like they're setting up something. And then Last Jedi came out, and I was like, oh. And when I first saw Rise of Skywalker, I said I loved it. I said it was the best they could have done given the circumstances. Now I look at it and think, well, actually, they rescued some bits, but other stuff they kind of made it worse. But, you know, if you like it, that's perfectly fine.
Yes, you're.
You know, you know, if we all like the same stuff,
it's a pretty boring world, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because
there's stuff we have
so
much in common. Everyone's amazed by how much me and you have in common. But even then, there's stuff that I like that you don't, and vice versa. You know. Yeah. And that's fine.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But Kragle's opinion is wrong.
Oh!
Sorry, I was getting
wow. Wow.
No, I'm joking.
Do you want to hand that engagement ring back now?
No.
You've beaten me up on a live stream, and now you've gone and told me my opinion is wrong.
Wow. No, you know I love you.
I love you too. You know I love you because I kisses you and buys you Lego sets.
Yes, he does.
You want to tell me what I bought you as just an extra gift last week?
Oh, if people follow me on Instagram, Baby Grogu.
Well, yeah, it is Baby Grogu.
Yeah, Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
the Build-A-Bear Baby Yoda.
The Build-A-Bear
the child
Grogu plushie.
Child/Grogu/ Baby Yoda plushie. It is so cute. What's going on? That's what I say to people, but you know how toxic the fandom is. Yeah, Star Wars can be quite toxic.
I like what Noah Chalice says. If you keep the sequel trilogy separate from the rest of Star Wars, it's great, but as it is awful. Yeah, I don't really know if it's great on its own, because even as like it's a self-contained trilogy, it contradicts itself so much and feels so disjointed.
The worst thing we had was when we saw obviously Force Awakens in the cinema when it came out, brilliant as it was, and we obviously really enjoyed it. Then The Last Jedi came out. It was bigged up so much during Star Wars Celebration Orlando. It was constantly, it's going to be amazing. You got all these new characters, it's going to be fantastic and everything. Saw the teaser and we was like, oh, this is brilliant. And it was like, cool. And then when they had the tickets on sale, we went to see the double bill, so Force Awakens and Last Jedi back to back. And was it in 3D or was it 4DX?
It was in 4DX, yeah.
Obviously, we love rewatching Force Awakens again. Fantastic. I went out to get some food and drink, came back in because you texted me saying...
Yeah, because they started showing it early. They were like, oh, here's like a 15-minute interval. And then 5 minutes later, started showing the film.
I know. Literally, I only missed the opening crawl, so it was fine. But yeah, the problem is watching Force Awakens and then Last Jedi back to back. It's
so jarring. Bad. Yeah, because I remember one of my friends came out of the Last Jedi and he absolutely loved it, and he was angry at me for not liking it. And even me, it took me like when I first came out, I was like, I don't know what I think about it. And it was on the drive home when we were talking about it that we both sort of went, yeah, we didn't like it.
Yeah, and then we started getting really angry.
We started processing it. But I like part of the thing was watching it back to back with The Force Awakens, because it's so jarring when you have the scene. You know, I love John Williams' score of the Jedi Temple. You know, the steps when Rey goes up, and it's the idea of the very first Jedi Temple, and this really sort of mystical energy and the music. And then Luke stood there, and he looks so majestic, and he's dressed in like, you know, Grandmaster Jedi robes, and he turns round and he looks powerful. Because that was what he was told. He was told by J.J. Abrams when they were directing the scene, stand there and look like a Jedi Master. And he was told there's going to be like rocks floating around you, like the Force is emanating outwards from you. And then Rian Johnson comes in and was like, oh yeah, Luke's cut himself out from the Force and dresses like a greasy hobo.
He's a hermit.
He literally goes downstairs, like he goes down the stairs after tossing a lightsaber over his shoulder and changes into clothes, and suddenly his hair's greasy. It's really bizarre. But like that build up, you know, and that was 2 years. You know, the old Star Wars films used to be 3 years between movies, but 2 years of waiting just to have him toss the lightsaber over his shoulder. It was a Marvel joke. Like the whole sequence with Poe at the start is like something out of a Marvel film. You know, the bad aspect of Marvel movies.
Yeah. And you, lol, Mrs Kragle just Jim bladed Mr Kragle. Holy.
Yeah, I'll be having words with that Jim Blade, trying to make moves on my missus.
For the first day, I got the animatronic Grogu for Christmas, and I probably had too much fun with it for a 15-year-old. Hey, I'm nearly 30, and I love my Baby Yoda plushie. I have loads of plushies.
Going back, I think originally we were talking about Boba Fett and like how the Mandalorian did him justice. It was great though, because it was like, this is the Boba Fett that I know. And the thing is as well is like, I keep getting told off by more so the American people saying, oh, it's not Boba, it's Boba.
Boba.
Now, I always knew it was Boba until Attack of the Clones, when the Kaminoans say Boba. They go, Boba, is your father home? But the thing is, if you watch that, Django calls him Boba. Tamara Austin says Boba. You know, he's talking to the boy, he says Boba. And in The Mandalorian, he says, I'm Boba Fett. Yeah. Everyone else says Boba, but he says Boba. I don't mind whatever way you say it. I just get peeved when people tell me I'm saying it wrong. No. Especially like his name wasn't said aloud. I mean, in Return of the Jedi, Han says it, but it's kind of muffled.
Yeah, otherwise he's referred to as the bounty hunter, isn't he?
Yeah, the bounty hunter. He's not, you know, yeah, Lando just refers to him as a bounty hunter. It's weird though, because like in the UK, Bo is basically slang for body odor. So, Boba. And also, if you have, Boba and Bo-Katan in the same scene, having Bo and Boba is a bit iffy. I like Boba, but there you go.
No, it says, I love The Force Awakens, but then my dreams like Snoke were destroyed by Rian Johnson for no reason with The Last Jedi.
Do you know, it's funny you said about the teaser being epic. I was saying the opposite, though, because I remember we went to Orlando, and, like, Star Wars Celebration London was one of the best times to be a Star Wars fan, because The Force Awakens had reignited the passion of so many a Star Wars fan, old and new, and it was a great feeling. We were looking forward to Rogue One. They showed 2 trailers.
Oh, yeah.
They showed one that was the one they released, wide release, and they had one that was exclusive to you there. And they said, right now, we're going to repeat the same one on the streaming, but for you, you're going to see a different trailer with extra footage.
We did.
And it was so good.
And we also had the spoiler from the guy who played, what's his face?
Oh, but Baze?
Baze.
Yeah, he spoiled something.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it was such a great feeling. The atmosphere was fantastic. And I went to Orlando, and the first day was a bit of it was such a badly, it was a terribly organized convention, but there was still upbeat. And then they dropped the trailer for The Last Jedi, which revealed the title, The Last Jedi, and had the line Luke saying, "It's time for the Jedi to end." And there was the usual applause when the trailer ended and they revealed the poster, which I still think is a really cool poster, with the reds and Kylo and Luke and Rey in the center. But the atmosphere changed. I remember people talking to people, strangers, other Star Wars fans in the queues for like panels and stuff, and for the stalls and the different, things there. And people were like, oh, what's that about? Like, the Jedi's going to end. Why is Luke saying that? Like, why is it called The Last Jedi? And I was like, I don't like that, because the simple reason being,
you don't want to be Last Jedi.
I don't want it to be The Last Jedi, but also the whole thing of like shortening Star Wars titles. You got Menace, Clones, Sith, Hope, Empire, Jedi, Awakens, Jedi again, But yeah, it was palpable. As you were walking around the convention, you could feel that the atmosphere had become more divided. Some people were already starting to feel a bit uneasy about the future of Star Wars after that trailer. Not everyone was like jumping out of their seats excited,
Gotta Collectible says, I'm British and I always thought it's Boba. So then Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, that's his accent. I actually switched between them as I noticed one of my friends was discussing the season. Yeah, I think we've always said Boba, but it can go back and forth. It's like,
one thing I know I say wrong sometimes is I say Han rather than Han.
Yeah, Han Solo.
But, yeah, it's Han Solo, but I go back and forth between the two. But in saying that, though, Lando does it in Empire Strikes Back all the way through. He says Han. Mm-hmm. And I think they referenced that in Solo when they first meet. He says, "Oh, Han," and he goes, "It's Han," but whatever.
I like that. I loved him as young Lando.
I'm looking forward to the Lando TV series because I loved.
Is it Donald Glover?
Donald Glover, yeah, as young Lando. I thought he did a great job.
He did brilliant. He's no Billy D. Williams, but
he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No one's Billy D apart from Billy D.
Oh, I love Billy D. Fireverse Brick says, no matter what you think, the Rise of Skywalker poster is beautiful. Ooh.
I don't like that one.
No, I think
it's the one with kind of Ren and Rey with the wave, but they used a Hot Toys figure of the Emperor, so the Emperor looks really weird in it. They didn't even use an actual photo of Ian McDiarmid. They used
God.
Yeah.
He goes, Donald Glover was the highlight of Solo for me.
Yeah,
he was really good.
Solo's not a bad film. It's okay. I still prefer the original Han Solo trilogy books, Origin, which you're reading now.
Yes.
But it wasn't a bad film. The worst thing in the entire film for me was the origin of his surname. I have no people. Han Solo. Didn't need to explain that. That was so stupid.
Christopher makes a good point. So I feel like Solo got caught The Last Jedi watched. That movie is good. It's true, because obviously the backlash you got from Last Jedi would be the most divided film ever between fans. It then obviously caused a bit of issues with Solo because it didn't promote Solo. Well,
there were some people that were... I don't think it was just people actively boycotting the film. I know a lot of people called to boycott it because they hated The Last Jedi so much. I feel like even like casual mainstream audiences almost had a bit of Star Wars fatigue. Like Last Jedi, even if you like it, is not a film that really gets you pumped wanting more. It's it's kind of like a very ending. It's not like Empire where you're eager to find out like how they're gonna rescue Han. Whoa, was Darth Vader telling the truth when he said that Luke was his son? It just ends kind of like, oh right, so war happens all the time. There's no point. I mean, that speech Luke gives about the war is just beginning. Or the rebellion's just beginning or something like that.
I just realized.
So I feel like casual audiences had had enough Star Wars. There also was a bit of confusion about like, for a casual Star Wars fan, it was like, where does this film take place? I think people got it with Rogue One because it was clear with the Death Star and Darth Vader that this was like a film set during the original trilogy. But with Solo, a lot of people were getting confused. I know some people thought it was before Phantom Menace because of Darth Maul being in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized, speaking of Darth Maul.
Yeah, he's on the manual.
Page. That's cool. God of CutTheKragle asks, are you going to review the set when you're done?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about that. I don't know. Maybe. Do people want to see a review of this set?
Yeah. Why, if you want to see a review of this? In the Kragle review.
Why isn't why for yes? Wasn't why isn't why?
Yeah, no. Why for yes?
Yeah, and basically, I just feel like also it wasn't like they didn't release the trailer for Solo or the marketing like until
the marketing was.
What was it like less than 2 months before the film was released because they were trying to hold off, try and get people to go see Last Jedi again.
Remember the panel for Solo Celebration? They're like, we got a brand new announcement to make for Solo.
Oh yeah.
And they brought on Alden Heim.
Yeah, they officially announced that he was, even though everyone already knew that he was cast.
Secret. It's like when he did come on stage, he did see. Like,
do you remember though? That was the one thing at Star Wars Celebration London that did raise a few eyebrows. Was that they had Lord and Miller on there who did the Lego Movie, and they were the original directors of Solo, and they had them on panel talking about Solo, and then they also had Kathleen Kennedy and someone else I can't remember now talking about it, and it was like 2 different films they were talking about, like. Lucasfilm, like Kathleen Kennedy were talking about it being like a homage to the old westerns and stuff like that, whereas Lord and Miller were talking about it being a very comedic film and stuff like that, and wanting to ad-lib, a lot. It was just like, are they talking about the same movie? It was no surprise when they got fired, to be honest with you. Not that I think they're bad directors, I just feel like they had a completely different vision of what the film should be.
Oh, Fire First went with the poster, say the main one with the lightsaber going across.
I can't remember.
I can't remember that either.
I've scrubbed so much of Rise of Skywalker from my head.
You've actually only seen it twice?
Yeah.
Once in the cinema and once in Disney Plus when it came out.
We saw it twice in the cinema, and then
No, we didn't once.
That's insane. Considering I used to go see Star Wars films like 20 times in the cinema. That is actually insane.
Yeah. Let's look at the poster. Noah Charles says, I love Mark Hamill for basically calling out Ryan Johnson through Skywalker. Oh, yes, I've seen that tweet.
Oh, yeah, when he said as well, like, he said that the only way he could play the role. And I feel like, even though the script was terrible, I feel like Mark Hamill still gave a fantastic performance. He did the best he could. But he said that he played it like a different character. Like he said, he created his own backstory of why Luke would be in such a dark place, because what Ryan wrote wasn't enough for him to sort of, he couldn't get his head around why Luke would be in that bad a place. And he also, I think he said he called it Jake Skywalker. He said it wasn't Luke.
Is it? So that's the one you were about, the one with Palpatine in the background, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So you mean that one?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a cool poster. Let's see.
Yeah, but there was a thing recently with Mark Hamill. I think Ryan Johnson put something like, I found the perfect way to view Last Jedi is to watch it on a plane. And I think Mark Hamill retweeted it and put, well done, Ryan. That's absolutely brilliant. Now there's no way for them to escape or something in it. Or walk out.
It was brilliant. Yeah, more like it'll make you fall asleep. God of CutTheKragle says definitely want to see a review. So he wants you to do a review of this.
Is it just got a collectibles, or anyone else want to see it?
Mahan says, can he steal the set from you?
No. I mean, generally people don't ask permission before they steal something, but no.
Five First says, I think Lord and Miller could have done it well, but Kennedy would have heavily neutered it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Noah saw Rise of Skywalker 3 times in the cinema. Oh, we saw. How many times did we see Rogue One in the cinema?
So many.
It was in 4DX as well.
I loved it. It was so good.
Just for minutes. Mando did in 5 minutes what Last Jedi couldn't do in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually honoured Luke the way we want to see Luke.
It's all very good saying that, oh, the Last Jedi taught us that our heroes, aren't infallible and, that they can make mistakes. But, like, the thing is, they didn't even give Luke they didn't really give him an arc. Like, he literally, the entire sequel trilogy spends it on that island. Apparently, according to Rian Johnson, Kylo turned bad, burnt down Luke's Jedi Temple, and then Luke basically went, for some reason, to the very first Jedi Temple to stay there until he died.
Basically died.
Even though he hates Jedi now, he thinks the Jedi need to end, but he goes, of all places, to the very first Jedi Temple. And he doesn't do anything. No matter what you think about, oh, yeah, but he did the astral projection to save, what was left of the Resistance at that point.
No, he had an astral projection and then freaking died on a rock.
It's just...
That's not how Luke should have gone.
As, like, Mark Hamill has said numerous times, like, if he had got to that point where it was really that bad, and it did affect him, yeah, okay, you could see him being down and wallowing a little bit, but then he'd pick himself back up and get back to it. He certainly wouldn't refuse a plea for help when someone comes and asks for his help. You look at all the times people ask for Luke's help in the original trilogy. There's a few points in the Last Jedi where they could have brought it back a little bit. Like I said, even if they had Luke actually be there on Crate, that might have lessened the blow somewhat. So he actually had a hero's end as opposed to, oh, it was just an astral projection, Or even like, when I like the moment where R2 shows him the hologram of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the hologram of Leia saying, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope." I really like that, and because he says like, "Oh, cheap move," because it reminds him of like, Obi-Wan had an apprentice turn against him and create the whole Empire, but when the time came, for help, call for help, that he answered. But instead, all Luke does goes, okay, well, I'm going to tell you why the Jedi need to end. It's like, really? Still not enough to get you off your ass? It just upsets me. And the other thing about, like, saying that, Luke could have turned to the dark side. If he was going to turn to the dark side, he would have done it in Return of the Jedi. That's the point at which it would have happened. Where's the manual?
I know.
Oh.
Let's see. I know, guys, there's a video of Mark reacting to Luke's hallway scene in Mando, saying this is what Luke should be. I don't think I've seen that video. I need to, because I really love
I don't know. I saw the tweet when he thanked Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni for letting him be a part of it, because they could have done it, obviously, with just a new actor or, standing whatever. But he thanked them because he said that, it's been like he didn't realize how much he needed it until afterwards.
So Filoni and Favreau are the Star Wars gods at the moment.
Yeah. Well, because they actually respect Star Wars. They actually like Star Wars.
Exactly.
I'm convinced Rian Johnson doesn't even like Star Wars.
Of course he doesn't. Doesn't ask.
Do you remember when we went and spoke to our friends at the Lego store? And one of the guys there who isn't really a Star Wars fan, he can take it or leave it. And he was astonished by the film. He was like, it felt to me as if the whole film was made to troll Star Wars fans. Every aspect of it, from the betrayal of Luke to the whole story about like ships like slowing down when they run out of fuel in space and they actually start falling, like they've lost gravity,
Yeah.
The bombs in space that drop, killing the big bad off, like a pansy. It just, he said it just felt like someone was making a film to troll Star Wars fans. Yeah. I agree.
Yep. I've got to catch what's your favourite Star Wars film in the trilogy. So we're getting the new trilogy, the sequel.
Force Awakens, because at that point I had hope.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise,
The other mistake that they made was do you know when Kathleen Kennedy, did that announcement or told the story of what they were going to do or the plan for Star Wars films with Disney? She said that the films with episode numbers were always going to be the Skywalker saga, and they were going to tell the story of the Skywalkers, this famous dynasty that has this profound impact on the galaxy, and they were going to have a new trilogy sort of every 10 to 15 years or so. So every kind of generation will have their own Skywalker story, and it will be a different story for each generation, right? And in between that, they were going to make these, what they called at the time, Star Wars anthology movies, which the first was going to be Rogue One, before they changed it to a Star Wars story. Because that sounds more marketable than an anthology. And then come The Last Jedi, it's awesome. Like, hey, by the way, this is actually the last trilogy in the Skywalker saga, and episode 9 is going to wrap it all up. And it's all one big story. If they had done the sequel trilogy as its own story, like a continuation of the same continuity, the same saga, but had a new threat, and the heroes passing the torch on to a new generation for them to face their generation's threat, it would have been so much better. But instead, what they basically said was the victory that Anakin and Luke and Han and Leia meant nothing. Like, they achieved nothing. The celebrations they have at the end of Return of the Jedi are meaningless because all you need is Rey, basically.
Off topic. Do you ever think that Lego will ever make more Stranger Things sets? That's what got a collectible sets.
Yeah. I would be very surprised if they don't. My money is still on them doing a Star Cult Mall set.
We will find space to display Star Cult Mall if they did do it. So Lego, get them out your ass.
Check out my video, 5 more Stranger Things sets we need next.
And also every Stranger Things minifig you own.
You could do if you want to, but that's not got Star Cult Mall on it.
No, but it's got minifigures.
Yeah.
2 videos, you've done 2 Stranger Things. Well, technically 4.
I've done a lot of Lego Stranger Things videos.
4?
No, a lot. I've done so many Stranger
Things. Oh, I don't know. I still remember going to
If you want Lego Stranger Things content, my channel is pretty much the place to be. At least
I forgot actually.
Lots of custom minifigure reviews and comparisons, speculation videos.
There's fantastic mocks the guys did as well.
Yeah.
They were brilliant. Very tough.
Yeah, we had a competition recently about Lego Stranger Things. Had some fantastic entries into that.
I know, really tough choice to try and make them.
Try and make them?
Try and decide who wins.
Yeah, well, you helped.
Yeah.
I had the final say, though. This is my channel, and I have my missus' permission to say so.
Because I hope they make a Hawkins Laboratory.
Yeah, I've heard about that before. I feel like there's more demand for a Star Cult more than there is a Hawkins Laboratory, though.
Hey, another shameless plug for your channel. Evan Patterson says, I like to see alien sets. Video on
There's also there's a video about some aliens custom minifigures.
Oh, aliens is brilliant. Don't watch Aliens. Well, Alien 3 is watchable. Alien Resurrection. No.
It depends which cut you watch of Alien 3.
Yeah, I guess so.
Charles Dance is in that, though. The younger
Yes.
Charles Dance.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. I do remember seeing
We
him.
have actually ordered the Predator trilogy, haven't we?
Oh, yes, we have.
On Blu-ray, because I fancied watching them, and I got DVD copies, but they're back from when I moved out of my parents' house. They're still around there. So we decided to get it. You could got the one with the AVP movies and also the new one, The Predator, which is terrible, but we decided to skip out that.
AVP, no.
Just got Predator 1, 2, and Predators, which I think was a good film.
Yeah.
The biggest letdown with that film is that they mismarketed it. They had the trailer where they had like a dozen of the lasers on Adrian Brody, and in the film there's only 3 Predators.
No, he's like, oh, it's going to be loads of it. No, it's not.
But it was still a good film in its own right.
Monkey Man 9255 says hello there.
Hello.
And Noah is keeping up the traditions in General Kenobi. Ow, I stabbed myself.
Why are you stabbing yourself, and what with?
My nail. My nails are sharp.
Oh dear. Wash your nails off on camera?
Green to go with Jabba's palace.
Jabba's palace or Jabba?
Well, he's not the right colour green for Jabba, sadly.
No. How's the light? Is it gone flickery again?
It's got a little bit flickery.
What about we put this one on?
Yeah.
Is that
How about
really
we
bad?
turn them off again?
Is that okay?
We'll just keep watching.
This is like, in case you've just joined, and I don't know why, this is like the lowest production values ever on a live stream. I think you're supposed to get better with stuff, but
Well, we did upgrade the webcam.
yeah, I need to get some new lights. I've had these lights since 2016, like before I even started doing YouTube.
Yeah,
I used to use these for photography when I did cosplay photography, remember?
Yes.
First time I used them was we did a Suicide Squad shoot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
With some friends.
That was quite fun.
So
No, probably need to invest in some LED ones.
yeah.
It might be actually because we got the light, our main lights on in here because obviously it's quite bright white. Maybe it's a reflecting, so that's an LED light and these are just normal bulbs, maybe? I don't know.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, God of Collectible, we have watched one Division. Every Friday, we watch it.
Every Friday.
Every Friday. Fire First Break says, do you think they should release the Disney Plus shows on DVD, as I have a complete Star Wars and MCU set and it feels kind of incomplete now? I thought it would be a good marketing for the next season.
Yeah, I mean, they did that with some of the Netflix Marvel stuff, like Daredevil and Jessica Jones came on there. I don't think Iron Fist ever did.
No, Iron Fist didn't.
And annoyingly, they never did Daredevil Season 3.
No.
Or Jessica Jones Series 2.
Mm-mm.
So I've got Daredevil Series 1 and 2. I got all the Steelbook ones, haven't I, that you got for me? But yeah, I completely get that. If you haven't got Disney Plus and you want to have like hard copies of all the Star Wars, productions, you're kind of gonna not be able to have Mandalorian. I feel like if they do it, it's gonna be a ways off because at the moment they're still trying to bring people over to Disney Plus.
Price hike.
Yeah, it's a funny time for streaming services because for so long I think people have gone used to, particularly in the UK, to only having the main one being Netflix, and then to a lesser extent you have stuff like Now TV or Amazon Prime. A lot of people have Amazon Prime just thrown in with their Prime delivery. But really, if they think of streaming, they think of Netflix. Now these companies are kind of asking them to have this one for Disney, have this one for Warner Brothers, have this one for this one for that. It's kind of going like what Sky or cable was, where you have to have different channels and different stuff.
Oh yeah.
Greg of Bricatech, he said that his idea is that he thinks there will be companies that will do packages, like you can get a year's worth of Disney Plus, Netflix, and like with a discount like 20% off, something like that.
I can see
Third parties doing it. I don't know how that would work, but I could see it happening.
Well, no, like with my phone provider, they do tend to give you deals like you can have 6 months free Amazon Prime, and then it goes to whatever price per month. They did that with Apple TV, Apple Music.
That's singular though, isn't it? I think he's referring to you'd have like
a multi-purpose package type thing.
Yeah.
Like how you have the entertainment package on Sky, you'd have all the entertainment channels.
Yeah. But I feel like it's going to be a few years before you'll see like Mandalorian stuff on DVD. It's a bit different because like Cobra Kai season 1 and 2 got released on
YouTube
DVD.
Red.
Yeah, they were on YouTube Red. They went to Netflix then. Netflix bought it up, but they were on DVD.
On DVD. Okay.
Yeah, they did a box set with the two of them. But I feel like Netflix did that again to get people sort of interested in it to come over to watch season 3 on Netflix. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Have you seen the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer? Yep, we have.
Yep. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I can't wait for it.
It's interesting that they've chosen from the trailer anyway to make like Godzilla the antagonist. Like they kind of they mention a line that something's infuriated Godzilla, so it might be like outward control. But yeah, like considering like Godzilla's had more films in this franchise than Kong, I thought that they would probably pose Kong as like the bad guy and Godzilla as the hero. But they've gone the other way around.
Ooh, what do you prefer, Netflix or Disney Plus?
I actually prefer Netflix because it just has more of a variety on there. If I had just Disney Plus, I would get very frustrated because one, they have this insistence on everything on Disney Plus has to be child friendly to the point where they CG out someone's ass crack and Splash.
Oh my god, that is terrible.
Yeah. Everyone's worried about how they extended her hair in CG, and that's really bad. But it's the shot when she gets out on Liberty Island, and they've completely done away with her ass crack. So she just has like back and then legs.
But isn't a new part of Disney Plus coming out soon? It's going to have Die Hard on there.
Yeah, apparently they're going to do a special. I don't know if there's going to be like an extra thing though.
It's like, you know how you got National Geographic at the site where you can choose the options of the Disney live action stuff. It's going to be on that. What's it called?
That would make sense. Like it'd be like a parental lock type thing.
Firefly says Disney Plus getting an adult section in February. Yeah,
that would make more sense. Yeah,
I
said that they should have had that from the get go.
Have you seen the Mechagodzilla theory?
I've seen someone point out that in one of the like frames of the trailer, there's like a Mechagodzilla, like on the screen or something.
Christopher said that might not be Godzilla.
Yeah, some people reckon it's actually Mechagodzilla,
which could be cool. I mean, there was a Japanese 3-part film series they did.
I feel like that get people peed off though, because it's almost like if they did the Batman v Superman film, and then halfway through you found out the Superman was actually like not Superman. It was
it was Bizarro.
Yeah, exactly. Or it was Cyborg Superman. Do you know what I mean? In some ways, it'd be a cool twist, but it's almost something that would work in a comic book, but in a film would just kind of, I don't know. But then saying the films do it as well. Look at friggin' the Mandarin twist in friggin' Iron Man 3.
Oh god, that was terrible. Oh, there's also red lights coming off him in the opening.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna have to watch the trailer again really slowly. Pause at everything.
I've not been a massive fan of the recent Godzilla movies.
I love it. I love Godzilla. We used to always watch.
I did really love Kong Skull Island. I just thought it was fun. It was a shame though. It was almost like the same problem with Captain America: The First Avenger, because you get these other supporting characters who are really cool, but because there's going to be a time jump after that first film, you're not going to see them again.
No. No, Chas you get to live on the Earth for free if you have Disney Plus because of National Geographic. I still need to watch the show with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah.
So the world according to Jeff Goldblum.
Something like that.
It's on National Geographic. I need to watch that.
I suppose I'm building this off camera.
You forget because it's where the camera is.
You could have told me.
You were technically out building it on camera. It's just
I moved it up now. How dare you?
I'm reading the comments.
Well.
Well.
No,
I'm really looking forward to the film. It's gonna be fun.
That's gonna probably go on HBO Max as well, isn't it? At the same time.
In cinemas and HBO Max in May. I don't know if UK are gonna get it by then.
No, I'll have to. Yeah. I'm not gonna incriminate myself.
Yeah. Firefly says National Geographic has some actual cool stuff as I watch Meet the Chimps Supercar Mega Building Cars SOS.
Yeah, I just feel like if you want variety though,
Netflix is quite.
Although Netflix has lost stuff, obviously, like some stuff has already been removed ahead of like Warner Bros. Releasing something in the UK.
That light's flipping so much now. Why does it do this? Okay. Ooh.
The bulbs are probably on the way out.
There you go. Every now and again we'll switch lights.
We'll switch.
No, there's quite a few things we need to watch. Like there's that new David Attenborough show on or film thing special on Netflix.
You know what they should do? They should do like a National Geographic style show of Star Wars where you have them go to different planets and here we see the pit of Carcoon with the Scala, something like that, or the Sand People are easily startled, but they return and in greater numbers.
That'd be brilliant.
They should really do something like that,
Would be hilarious.
The Gungans are notoriously stupid, but they can be prone to unprovoked attacks.
Yes, we need it. God, said that would be great. Firefly says, love the idea. Craig will pitch it to Disney.
Yeah.
Disney, call us.
Here we have the bears known as the Ewoks. Do not be fooled by their outward cuddly appearance. They are vicious, cannibalistic creatures that will eat you as soon as look at you.
All the Americans are sad because The Office went off Netflix, but it's just come on Netflix over here. That's true.
Oh, the American Office, yeah.
Oh, Proud Brickfoot says, thanks for the nice work, background distraction, but it's time to say goodbye. Have a most happy birthday, Mrs Kragle. Oh, thank you, Proud Brickfoot. And have a good evening, if it is evening where you are.
Good evening.
Good evening.
This is not going to run all the way.
No,
Bye-bye.
he just quoted, "The ability to speak does not make them intelligent."
The ability to speak does not make these Gungans intelligent. It's telling me on here, like, make sure it's down properly, and yet it keeps popping up on the one side. There you go. I think that's down.
Fantastic Lego. I've got something in my eye.
Here we see the bird known as the pork. They are very tasty. They taste like chicken. Not that Chewbacca would know, because he's too much of a pussy to actually eat one.
Oh my god. Oh, I remember you did that at the celebration.
Oh, my Chewbacca impression actually got a round of applause, didn't it?
Yeah, was it a Star Wars panel?
It was
wasn't
the it was also it was the Marvel Comics
Marvel
panel.
one, that's
Yeah,
the one.
and they were talking about when they did the Chewbacca comic, and they were like resisted the urge to subtitle or translate what he was saying and just have the other characters, you know.
Calm down, fam.
Wow,
Oh.
My laptop's about to take off.
No, it's just it needs cooling down. 5 says, and here we see a great use of the high ground to take out an opponent. Ooh, is this Salacious Crumb?
Salacious Crumb.
Do you remember when half the world wasn't owned by Disney? Oh, you've seen that meme that goes around on social media all the time about how Disney owned thingy. They take over this thingy. They cause a civil war because Fox was only taken over or something like that. Or it goes into.
What are you on about?
Oh, it's a meme. I'll find it in a second. There you go.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'll find it. I find it.
He's very rippery. He's cool though.
He's very cool.
I always thought he was on that side. Like by the tail. Like the instructions have him on this side.
Mm.
But yeah. That's weird.
Oh, okay. Come on, get to that. I hate the privacy things. Get off it.
Na 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 na.
Fabric says he is.
What?
It says he is. There you go. It says 1995, Disney buys ABC. 2006, Disney buys Pixar. 2009, Disney enters 30 film deal with DreamWorks. 2009, Disney buys Marvel. 2012, Disney buys Lucasfilms. 2015, they buy National Geographic.
Does he actually fit on that?
21st Century Fox. 2018, Disney buys Hulu. 2019, Disney Plus. 2022, Disney buys Universal Studios. 2025, Disney buys DreamWorks. 2026, Disney buys Sony. PlayStation rebranded as Disney Infinity. PlayStation Network rebranded as Disney Universe. 2028, Disney attempts to buy Warner Brothers. Warner Bros. Say no. 2028, Disney tries to buy Warner Brothers through shell corporations. Warner Brothers finds out it gets hostile. 2030, buys Apple. Apple Watch rebranded as the Mickey Watch. 2031, the Church of Baby Yoda is the fastest growing religion in the world.
Oh god.
2031, Disney acquires a private military, starts corporate espionage on a large scale. 2032, Disney storms headquarters of Warner Brothers. Few die because of the electronic surveillance provided by the Apple products most employees of Warner Brothers use.
This is boring me now. Wow.
Yeah, it's just ongoing. It's a lot more detail that I remembered it, but yeah.
But they could go down again. That's the thing. Like everyone's about how much they've bought over stuff, and you know that has been a smart move. But
it could go down.
They almost went bust before. The same with the Lego group. Like right now, Lego's riding high, but things can change. I feel like buying over Fox was something that I was surprised was allowed because it changed the whole like structure of the production studios industry so much because Fox was such a heavy hitter that to have Disney own them. I mean, I remember there were things about like whether or not they would be allowed to buy that because they'd have too much of a monopoly.
Market, because that's like when Sainsbury's wanted to buy Asda.
The problem as well is that Disney pretty much they've gone a little bit backwards. Whereas like they used to have different like production studios before in the past. Like people don't realize that they owned Miramax, however you want to say it, who did Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill. That's funded by Disney money. But they wouldn't do something like that. Not even through. Everything has to be done to like the Disney like level of, you know, the Disney values, if that makes sense. So like they wouldn't make a Predator movie under a different name. They wouldn't make a Quentin Tarantino movie now.
No.
I don't know why, but it's something that's changed internally. I mean, it could go back to how it was before, but whereas before they would make, you know, films under different, you know, company headings and different brands that still existed, you know, under the Disney umbrella. They don't seem to want to do that no more.
She's cool.
And if you have Disney have a monopoly and everything gets to be Disneyfied, I mean, like I said, you know, you look at Last Jedi, it had so much MCU humor, which is one of the things I don't really particularly like about the MCU. I mean, there are exceptions. I love Guardians, but one problem I have with the MCU is that they don't allow anything to be taken seriously. It's always on to the next joke, on to the next gag. And that's kind of what happened with The Last Jedi, with like the whole Poe Dameron sequence, and also with Luke tossing a lightsaber over his shoulder, you know?
Can you just think that scene never happened?
I don't want every film in the world to be made by Disney, because you need to have different voices. You need to have different, you know, creators and stuff on there. People talk about studio interference being a bad thing. Imagine if it was all just one studio with one vision. It would be terrible. You'd only get one type of film.
Yeah, I'd rather not have all the films since there one.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I've heard
R-rated Deadpool.
Yeah, that's because what Ryan Reynolds said. I believe that when I see it.
Ryan Reynolds, like,
they've said that, like, oh, it's gonna. Oh, is it Kevin Feige might have mentioned it? I can't remember. They said, oh, we're making Deadpool 3. It's gonna be R-rated and it's gonna be part of the MCU.
No,
I strongly doubt that.
They won't do it.
I mean, I heard that Deadpool's going to be like be a new cameo character for the MCU going forward, kind of like how he was in Lego Marvel Superheroes 1. But I don't know. They're definitely toning him down.
Yeah, 5 versus Kevin Feige said it.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, look, it's the whole "don't shoot a stud in your eye" picture.
Oh, up there.
Yep. Yeah, because we've never accidentally fired a study. You've got to try to put it on. I always do it.
I'm so clear, especially in the very first series. It was a lot more Disney than Star Wars.
It just reminded you a lot more.
It was just Aladdin. He was Aladdin with the Force, basically.
Yeah.
Even looked like Aladdin. But yeah, it was definitely more, you know, Disney than Star Wars, and that was not a good thing. It's gone.
Yeah. Weird.
Are we back?
I think we're back. Are we back?
Oh. Hello.
Hello.
I said this was a poor quality stream and we just disconnected.
How very weird. Let me just check if it's still live.
No.
What happened there?
Can you still hear me? Are we back?
I think we're back. Yeah.
For some reason, YouTube just kicked me off. You know what it is? Disney have bought YouTube and they don't like me bad-mouthing them. Disney are listening. They're like, disconnect this guy. How dare he say a bad word against us? I like Disney stuff. I don't want everything to be done by Disney. And I have issues with some of the stuff that Disney do.
There you go. I commented. Yeah, I'll keep it on my phone. Bad connection.
Noah Chalice says, I'm surprised Mickey Mouse isn't a Jedi yet. An actual fact. We Disneyland Paris, we have some figures that we bought there. They were on offer, weren't they? They were going out.
They're in the loft at the moment.
I think was that before Disney bought Star Wars? I think it was. And they are basically like Disney characters as Star Wars characters. They've got Goofy as C-3PO.
I think so, yeah.
Mickey as a Jedi. It's got Stitch as Yoda. Something like that.
Something like that. They were like, for some reason, they were reduced, weren't they?
They were
really cool.
Because, you know, Disney have always had a relationship of sorts with Lucasfilm because they had the Star Wars ride, they had the Indiana Jones ride. But, yeah.
I think it's fine with this. Kragle did it for me.
What's that?
My profile pic.
Oh, your new one? Yeah, the Sig Fig one, yeah.
I got bored of the K.
That was just kind of stock imagery that you put up. Just was it a placeholder, wasn't it? Ah!
Yes.
I'm knocking bricks over now.
I need to get a new profile pic. So, Kragle was kind enough to make me one.
I don't know if I was kind enough. I was kind of strong-armed into it.
No, you like it really. You loved using Photoshop.
I liked it really. Wow.
So she said. No chance says, what if I told you the FBI was under the control of Disney? Oh my god. They control everything. Monkeyman9255 says, have you seen the teaser for the Indiana Jones game? Yeah, that's definitely a teaser.
I'm more excited about that than I am about the Indiana Jones film. I feel like the game is more likely to happen at this point.
I just want to know when the Star Wars game's coming out, the Lego Star Wars one. It keeps getting pushed back. I'm like, release it already. With the blue.
The thing is, I feel like now when it comes out, like, is anyone really that interested in it? Like,
I don't know.
I just feel like the demand for that has waned so much that they've just shot themselves in the foot. With each delay, people get less and less interested in that.
The question is it going to be on pre-order a lot longer than what Red Dead Redemption 2 was on pre-order?
Well, it's already been, I think it's already been delayed longer. Red Dead Redemption 2 was in production, though,
2 years
longer, but they didn't announce it. I think, was it 2.5 years before it came out?
Yeah. So, Mary, I pre-ordered originally for your birthday, and then it came out 2 years later.
We are done.
Woohoo!
We have finished the set.
It's going to be fun trying to show it off now.
This is really... I don't like stuff like this. It's basically... There's like supposed to be like a defense missile. Fire missile. But it sticks out bright red. And it just... I get it because that's the exterior. But it almost... Because like, you're going to display it from this side. It's just like, what is that sticking out? It is quite good. It's actually a quite ease of access. Do stuff on there.
No, it makes a valid point. So I think people are going to get the Skywalker saga for the nostalgia from the complete saga and the other Star Wars games.
Yeah, I don't get it because they said about a Salacious Crumb there, but then there's the two.
He's on here, this side, down here.
Yeah, and on the picture, those two jumper tiles aren't even on there. Unless that's for like her to stand. Oh no, that's for Bib Fortuna. Although in the film they're the other way around. Bib Fortuna stands
in here to show those jumpers.
Yeah, weird. I'm gonna make my own scene anyway. When I do, get this sorted. Which way does Jabba hold this? Is it?
Let's have a look.
I don't know. This is like his smoking bong. Ho 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 ho.
Didn't show in this picture.
What the hell?
Kragle, you forgot that iconic scene from the movie where the pilot shoots missiles at the Millennium Falcon.
Oh yes, my bad. Look how taut that is when he slid back.
My God.
I mean, I'm guessing that is where they fall down.
Yeah.
But really, it would be this bit. So. Ho 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 ho.
Got a clip. She says, you should do a live Star Wars quiz.
A live Star Wars quiz.
I still remember that quiz we did when we were going for the Rogue One midnight screening.
We won.
We won.
We still haven't used our prize yet. We got free tickets to a miniature golf thing that we haven't used.
Yeah.
They probably won't accept them now.
Probably. Like, sorry, we got these how many years ago?
Yatte.
We still need to put the poster up. The massive display posters we had.
Yeah.
Was it a Rogue One, that one? Or was it something else?
That was Marvel. That one. You're about the Marvel one we won. That was the Avengers Infinity War poster.
I keep again.
Yeah. We won lots of stuff. We were good at quizzes, that's why.
Yes. Monkeyman9255 says, are you going to live stream Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga? That'd be pretty fun.
You can.
Do it our age, you could be from blind and thing.
I probably won't. I thought I'd do a gaming channel. I don't know.
You could do it on the side on like Kragle stand maybe. More collectibles. Well, You do game because you're collecting game stuff inside. Oh, camera. What are you doing?
I was trying to show off the set, but it's not working.
Okay, should we do it this way?
All
Gonna
right.
take it
That's
up?
fine. I'll show it in a review video or something. There we go. I don't know. It's upside down now.
No.
That's what it looks like.
Didn't lift it.
Oh my god, what are you doing? Woman, you're a madman.
Mad woman.
There you go.
No chances. Happy birthday, Mrs Kragle. Gotta go.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap things up now. It's been a bit of a disastrous stream, but I want to thank everyone who stuck with us and everyone who dropped by, who might not be here now. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Hope you've had fun. It's sure been a fun build. I'm looking forward to finding a place to put this on display. Do you have any final words?
Have an amazing night, afternoon, wherever you are, guys, and thank you all for the lovely birthday wishes.
Go watch my videos.
Yes, so much Kragle's videos. Maybe I'll be in a little live stream soon. Maybe.
I just said bye and then you start talking.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.